Dark side.
Ayo, welcome to the dark side. Who we got today?
Big froze.
Let's get it.
That
So,
word?
what do you do?
Man, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an artist. Really, more so, I'm an artist. That's what I do. I'm an artist at heart. I paint. I'm like Picasso. I'm like Froze Picasso, you know? I get that paint in my hand. I get on that canvas. I get the paint. That's what I do.
This nigga Kevin out his ass, man. I'm on your ass right now. You don't paint, nigga.
I get to get on that.
Wait, do you paint?
No, not real paint. I'm talking about art just for, you know what I'm saying, recording, camera make, you know what I'm saying? This what I like to do. You know, this my art. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what people like to do, but this my art, you know?
So
Yeah,
boom.
man.
So you say, be real though. So you say the music part on the music aspects.
Nah, like you asked me what I do, and I'm like, what I do, like every day I wake up and be froze. Like I be me. Like not saying it on no, like some insecure. I'm talking about like I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? This is my job, you know? Like what is that? Me and me going to do interviews, going to do auditions, going to do, you know what I'm saying, write rap ciphers. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am.
I got you. I feel like a lot of people, they got that 9 to 5. People watching this right now, they got that 9 to 5,
Right.
and that don't got that they not fully into their craft. What can you tell them to pursue that, to achieve that?
If you got a 9 to 5, you only supposed to be at your 9 to 5 saving your money up for whatever your dreams is. Like you don't know, like people live and die at their 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? We all know somebody that had a 9 to 5 from the time you met them, and you still know them right now they got a 9 to 5, but they got big dreams though, you know? That person know how to act, dance, and you know they can't pursue that because that, you know what I'm saying? People say that ain't the real world, which, you know what I'm saying, is how you plan it, it ain't the real world, you know?
All right, now I ain't gonna lie. We had an interview before this one. It was what did he say? He's like, we had a debate. It was like, when do you think it's time for a nigga to give it the fuck up? Like, give it up. Like, when do you think somebody needs to give it up? Or like, not even time wise. I'm like, how do you know? Like, if you meet with an artist, let's say you're a record label executive, and you sign the motherfuckers, and you just like, oh, this motherfucker got to give it up. How do you know if a motherfucker got to give it up or not?
When he stop believing in himself. When you can look at somebody and if they let's say for instance they get on the microphone, they get the rapping, and they asking everybody in the room like, man, did that sound good, man? Man, y'all think that, you know what I'm saying? Like you in your head, you not that man no more, because whatever you say on the, or whatever you do, you supposed to be. I know this sound good. Hey, bring that next verse. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the moment if somebody lose that drive where you gotta ask other people, get validation from other people, hey man, you think that's good, man? Then you not in your art no more. And that's
it's crazy.
Give it up.
I feel like. Do you not believe? Have you started like that? I feel like I started like that. I feel like people start like that, and then I feel like I didn't get that thrive until like I'm good, because I swear to God, I spent like I think 2018 to 2021. I think that was 3 years. That was my whole year. Guess what I was doing in my room?
What's that?
On the laptop. That sound ass. Man, how that sound? I was like, that sound ass, bro. Man, that sound ass. So I feel like in 2021, I just got that tick where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a nigga.
That's funny that you say that. It's funny you say that because that's exactly kind of what happened to me. I used to be the same way. You know, you would have your friends and family will come up and be like, man, it's hard. That's
so how
hard.
You gonna tell him to give it up then?
Well, I'm saying like
he could be in that ass period, and the dude, it was a saxophone player. He was 30 years of being ass. Now he the best saxophone player ever.
You right.
In Detroit.
But you asked me when it was a time to give it up, right?
Yeah.
I was talking more on a time where I had we just started. So we talking about your first year, your first 2-3 years when you in your patch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you like that,
I'm saying it took us 3 years. Period.
Oh, it took you 3 years.
I'm saying, what about some people? It may take longer. I'm saying, how do you know? It's like, bro, you gotta just give it up, bro. Just give it up.
That is a good question. I mean, that is a good question because when I was going through that phase, I always knew I was the man. I always knew that. It was more so a production thing with me, quality sound, how I want people to hear me. Like I didn't want to hear people hear me basement music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that to be my. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he just make basement music. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be always like, technical on that.
Hey, y'all on that? Hey, don't be basement music. Them niggas making money.
I mean, to each his own. I started, but you feel me? That's the process I was in, and that what helped me about the basement music is I was able to humble myself, you know. Mm-hmm. like knowing like, no, I can get better. No, I can get better. No, this ain't it. I can do more better than this. I can do better than this. I can do better than this. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that keep me calm as a man?
What's it?
The OGs, they always told me as a young dude, they was like, bro, don't stress shit until you like 35, bro. When you get 35, bro, like you gonna get better, bro. Just keep going, keep working. As long as you keep working, keep putting tools in your task, like tools in your little toolbox.
Yo.
Boy, you straight.
But
like,
for sure, you gotta always strive for greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Always. I don't care even if you fail at it. At least you was trying. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So on that aspect, when it's time to give it up, you ask your question: was you striving to be great, or was you striving to be good? Because we not striving to be good, you know.
All right, so basically you saying like some players they just in the league, they goal was to get in the league and they just got
Oh yeah, believe that. That's in life though. Like that's in life. That go back to the no disrespect, you know, because I had and I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? We not. I understand. I get it. I was there. But I made a decision. All right, if this is something I like to rap, this is my passion. Like sometimes you got to find it. But when you realize like, oh, so rapping is my passion. That's when I learned that. I was like, well, I don't do nothing half-assed. So if I'm about to do rap, right? I can't half-ass nothing I do in life, you know.
Let's get into it though. With the conversation we was having off camera, it was we was talking about, God dang it, is it the work ethic and the shit? I ain't gonna lie, you type that stress heavily on God dang, bro. What type of camera? Oh dang, what type of motherfucking mic? Damn, what the fuck type of this? And like, I feel like you and your like. You become. I feel like me personally. I think you becoming a nerd like me, nigga. You trying to get to know all the ins and outs and shit like that, nigga. So then it's like, so I see you doing that, but I'm telling you, bro, we on the convo. I think it's the work ethic that changed. It's not about the camera. It's not about the light. It's not about it's the work ethic. It's the sitting down and doing this shit back to back. It's about doing one interview, then come back, dump the files, and then do another interview. Clean the SD card off, do another one. Clean the SD card off, do another one. Getting like, or whatever the fuck your thing is.
Right.
Do a song, upload it. Artwork, do another one. Artwork, do another one. Shoot the content. Let's go. Boom. Artwork, do another one. Shoot the content. I feel like it's like.
That's like, it's kind of similar to recording because I'm an artist. I rap. I do music first. You know, rapping is, you know, artist. That's my first. That's number one before all my other titles. You know, that's what got me in it. That's what got me started. But what you explained is just basically keep hitting the studio again, keep making new songs. And new songs,
like
you know
we was talking about his work ethic, and you said, nah, it ain't work ethic, it's talent, nigga. It's like the talent gonna get these niggas ain't it.
Yeah.
You saying the niggas ain't it part, or you think it was the work ethic? Really, it was. I think the debate we was having was work ethic versus talent.
Yeah. Honestly, man.
You just saying most of these niggas ass.
I won't necessarily go there because people that be you quote unquote that's ass have talent. Just need that. They need something. They need that spark to bring them out of them. They need the right nigga to be like, no, bro, no, you need to do that, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You need to do that right there. You need to be that corny role. You need to be that corny actor. Like, be the nigga that's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but I'm a real nigga, though. No, bro, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Forget all that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think. You know the thing. I think this is like this is hearsay. This may not even be true. But I heard Jack Funny was like a real street nigga. And then he had to play like a bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, even like, I think it was like some shit. All right, back on like a crack at it. All right, so get back into it. So basically you saying talent versus work ethic.
Yeah,
so
talent.
You say you believe in the talent. Why?
Yeah, the talent, because what I learned is like from paying so many people to do stuff for me, paying people to be the cameraman, paying people to edit, paying. And then when I started doing it, I understand it from both sides. So I understand it from the technical side of it, and I understand it from the talent side. And I get why the cameraman is always like, he need more content. He need more film. They just want to work. That's why the cameraman, the engineers, they just want to work. But a lot of times they don't have talent. But me, I'm able to do both. So in my instance, like, I'm able to jump in front of the camera, get behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, you know? Because I done played both sides of the field. So, but one thing I do know, I'm like, if I was when I do, you know, I'm missing other people's stuff. I'm camera working people. I'm engineering. And when the quality, whatever the talent is bad, it makes everything so much worse. It makes the camera worse. It makes the quality worse. You know what I'm saying? But nothing goes right.
You think you can like? I feel like shit. It was. I don't think it was a moment. But was it a moment? I ain't never did no bad camera work. I think camera work is like the thing I was gifted at for sure. I ain't never had to work for that shit. But I feel like some people, for sure, they got to work on their shit. You don't think you can work your way into talent though?
Yeah, you definitely work your way as a talent for sure. I use basketball analogy. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I use a basketball analogy. I use a sports analogy for anything because all those people go through that story where you can like identify. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I use that. So like you might have somebody like LeBron. LeBron is not talented at all. Mm-hmm. He's not talented. That's work ethic. No, that's
I don't watch basketball, but come on now.
That's work ethic.
To be in there for
no. Talent. I'm gonna tell you what talent is. Talent is mellow. Kobe, where they can. Kyrie Irving, where you know what I'm saying, when the ball, like, you know what I'm saying, they throw the ball up and it just find its way to the hole, you know? That's just real shit. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? They just throw the ball up that bitch. And they can be off balance with it too, you feel me? They could be falling out of bounds. Dwayne Wade, that's talent. Bron can't do that, and then he had to work his way if he can do that now. You know what I'm saying? He came in as a person that was just working. He could just outwork you.
Because the only thing, all right, so you saying basketball legend, you say, well, who do you think the GOATs and your GOATs in basketball is then?
Just in general, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Bron. I'm Bron because even he.
What? How you gonna say that shit? I didn't say that shit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's a good question that you ask because you know what I'm saying. It's. But honestly, with that work ethic, you feel me? He not talented, so he really couldn't even shoot free throws for real. You see what I'm saying?
Talking about Bron?
Yeah, his like first couple years in the league. Like I wouldn't even say first like. He couldn't even shoot 3-pointers. He definitely couldn't shoot a 3-pointer. See what I'm saying? Now you see him now. You like, he should have. No, when Brian first came in the league, he was just hard nosed, just run to the rim and dunk on you. That's all he could do. They would literally stand at the free throw line and dare him to shoot the three. Like, and that's when they start punking him. Like, I start laughing at him because they had just stand at the free throw line and he had stand at the three and he wouldn't shoot it, but then he eventually started. Okay.
I ain't know basketball, so I ain't know that shit.
Yeah. This is real. So when you ask me about talent, like,
but he came in the game like I thought he graduated high school. I think he's the first one to graduate high school with like a deal or some shit like that. He graduated high school with a deal, bro.
I mean, you can say that's talent. Like it's how you classify it. But talent, if you want to compare it to Kobe, you want to compare it to D Wade, you want to compare it to Michael Jordan. No, you can't. He still can't hit a clutch three. You see what I'm saying? That was easy to all three niggas I just named. Kyrie Irving, you see what I'm saying? And big moments.
So wait. I'm not good on basketball. Why is LeBron the GOAT then?
He had the most pressure, first of all. He was 18, didn't go to college. You see what I'm saying? Like, grew up.
I'm talking about in the game.
Okay. Because all that added to the game. Because once you out there on the court, and motherfuckers sitting there and pressuring your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So it adds into the game.
I'm talking about what can he do, nigga?
He the GOAT because he can. You still haven't had an answer. We never seen a small forward. See, before LeBron, the small forwards used to just pass. So they would just like shoot. They like spot up people. They'd get the ball and they'll like you can't even name us no real good small forwards before LeBron. Like great. Who? You gotta go to Julius Erving.
So you saying his position, like him being just good in his position?
It start there, right? But once that was the first time we seen a small forward grab the ball off the rim, right, and run coast to coast with it with the ball in his hand. We didn't talk like a power forward because he was big as Karl Malone, Karl Malone in the Jazz. He was big as Karl Malone. He's big as Karl Malone. So if you don't know Karl Malone, that's the postman that played for Utah Jazz. He the power forward for Utah Jazz, Hall of Famer. He weighed like 250, right? It's the same height as LeBron in size down there, and he's a power forward. So when LeBron coming as a small forward, grab the ball off the rim and go coast to coast and dunk on somebody, we never seen that before.
No, for sure. All right, let me ask this. So I feel like, how'd you grow up?
I grew up, man, family oriented, man. I ain't gonna
lie. Did you grow up with both parents or one?
I grew up with my parents. Not in a house every day. It wasn't always consecutively 30 years.
They was married?
Yeah, they was married. My mom and dad. My mom had 4 kids from my dad.
Oh yeah, she would. They were locked in. They still married today, ain't they?
No. They're not married today, but they were
That's
married.
Crazy. They locked in.
Yeah, that's a long story, whatever. But they married. They was definitely married when I was born,
Dang, are you at this age? Do you know the reason why they broke up?
Yeah, I do, but it's a lot,
lot in betweens. You know, a lot of stuff went wrong. A lot of stuff went right. You know, but when I talked to my pops, eventually my pops would say, you know what? He said, nah, it's on me. He said I wasn't a good dad. He said I wasn't a good father. He said I was out.
Was he a good father to yours?
He was definitely a good father to us, but we, you know what I'm saying? We was young. We were young. So
I'm talking about looking back.
Overall, yes,
So I don't know. I feel like.
Overall, he was a good dad because he might not have money to support us, but we always knew he loved us.
We had the Talk Reporters interview. It was a dude. He was saying some shit. We was like, man, they ain't got no. He basically said, women, they get incentivized to lead a dude. So I'd be like, dang. I was like, I don't know. I can't get in a relationship tied up with somebody, and then she just changed the way she moved, like changed, and then she just want to leave or something like that. And then we was talking about how women, they always want more and more and more. Right. Then it was like, even hearing this story, it's like.
So I was born in 1994. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Right. I was born in 94. I got older, like not older parents, but you know, we grew up from that older era. But my dad, right? I remember when I was a kid. I remember my dad took us to get our hair cut every Friday or every other Friday. You know what I'm saying? I remember that frequent. I remember. Get up and go, man, get up. Y'all gotta go get your haircuts. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I remember that, but.
Did he make you pay for it?
Huh?
No.
You silly.
He make you pay for it?
Yeah. No, I remember. You silly.
No, I'm so serious, bro. Look, we need to do it. We was having a conversation about this shit. He was like, bro, I think the generation, like, I don't know how old your parents is, but it's like, it's a generation, like, I don't know, it's a whole generation of parents. I'm racist, black parents for sure, particularly. They had, like, all the shits, and they just did not pass that shit down. And then so I'm saying, like, you say some shit like that, they grew up like that, but then guess when they have kids, guess what they say?
Go do what you want to do.
No, go make some money, get your haircut, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Right. I see what
you see what I'm saying? So you laughed at it, but I was like, dang, nah, he ain't grow up like that.
Nah.
So I have to ask about that shit. Because even in my household, I was like,
you
have to pay for that shit. Nigga.
I came up from the era, bro. I came up from, like, when I was, like, it's funny because I used to think, I only remember life from 2024. That's when the Pistons won. Because I just vividly remember that day.
2000 what?
24. Not 25. 2004. Mm-hmm. That's when the Pistons won, right? I was about 6, 7 about that time, right? Mm-hmm. But in my memory, that's the only time I couldn't think past as far as that. But as I got, as I end up, I'm like, damn, I do kind of remember being 3 years old. I remember that. I remember that, right? So I'm like, at the end of the day, I figured out, hold on, I forgot my train of thought. But no, hold on, I forgot my train of thought.
You forgot your train of thought. We was talking about fucking. I was talking about the generation they didn't give back, but I feel like your generation, your dad, they gave back. So then that's why I'm saying that because I'm telling you how rare that shit is. That whole situation that you're talking about. Yeah. Like parents in the same household, you knew the dad, and then boom, get your hair cut, and you didn't have to pay for it. Yeah. No. I swear to God, I started selling candy at a young age. They was on my head about that money. No, I swear to God, nigga, he's like, how much money you got? I was like, bitch. I looked at my mama like, bitch.
What I was about to say is, I come from the era where we only when I was a kid, you only pulled out a camera was to take family pictures. Mm-hmm. That's the only time you pulled out a camera. That's the only time you pulled out a camera when your whole family, our family we come to the family gatherings, each family had a, you know what I'm saying?
But they didn't have a camera in their pocket though.
Nobody. We had cameras, but we never thought to take the camera and turn it around on ourselves. We never thought about that. We had cameras in our pocket. You see what I'm saying? We had the quarter word, but we never thought to take the camera and do it to ourselves.
Yeah, that's a different era. That's a different era for sure.
So I come from that type of love, that type of I come from that type of era of family. But yeah, we had our rustling up and down. But I was really majority raised by my mom because my mom and dad split when I was about like in middle school.
Was you the middle child or youngest or?
I'm the second from youngest.
Middle child.
Yeah, I'm the second from youngest, and they.
Me too.
So my mom and dad split when I was about
Well, I don't know what the fuck I am. Everybody just started fucking and making more kids. I don't know what the fuck I am. To be real with you. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know. I think I'm the second to youngest. Yeah, you ever get confused with that shit?
Hell no.
Your dad didn't keep having kids or something like that?
No. My dad only got kids by my mama.
Man, they should have stayed together. See, I'm about this shit like a movie, nigga. They should have stayed together. What the fuck are they talking about? It's like, what? I was in it.
You gonna get something started. They gonna see this interview. You gonna get something started.
Nah,
but no, they
go get your woman back. Hey, take him back.
But
he
no,
love you.
But no, when I was like in the 5th grade, that's when my mom and dad kind of split there, and from there to like all the way to basically like last year, my dad wasn't with me every day of my life.
Last year.
Until last year.
He didn't RIP, did he?
Huh? No. No. He didn't know. I just went, got him, cleaned him up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And he good now. You know. He said he
last year. What happened last year?
Nothing. I just went. That's the last year. I went and got him off the streets and cleaned him up.
Oh, so wait. I thought you said you've been with your dad all your whole life until last year.
No. I'm talking about all the way to 5th grade. Like I can remember all the way to 5th grade. My mom and dad separated. Mm-hmm. So from 5th grade all the way until last year. I haven't seen him then. No, I seen him throughout. You know, we seen him throughout. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely like in and out throughout the years, but it wasn't as like when we was young. He was taking us to get the haircuts every day, or every Friday, or every Sunday. When we was in the house together.
You just had money problems or something like that?
You know, a lot of different problems. You know, just
Not
No. He was, him and my mom just went through problems. But like I said, I asked him last year, and he told me it wasn't on my mom, and it wasn't on this. But he said it's on me. I stopped being a good dad. I stopped being a father. I started just going out on the streets, just doing shit, and just got lost in the streets, basically.
Wait, all his kids grown?
Yeah, we all grown. Yeah, we all grown. We
Go get your woman back. Damn, they all grown. Let this nigga slide. I turned 18. My dad, everybody got happy as fuck.
My mama hear you say that shit. She be here, this nigga kicking your ass through that.
Hey, come on now. Hey, mama,
they mess with each other now. You feel me? They you feel me? It's better.
I'm watching this shit like a love story. Mama, let's take it back.
Nah, they had discomfort for each other for at least 20 years straight.
I'm at the point where now, like my mom and dad, they still ain't with shit. Like,
no, you gotta make that right, bro.
That ain't a me thing. That's not. I don't want to fuck with that. Me personally, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, you gotta make that
me
right.
Personally, because you gotta think though. You grew up and it's like I'm so like even like the last interview I just did, that shit kind of fucked me up a little bit. He's like, you never had a moment like that. Like I never had a moment where like he's like, bro, you never been loved. And I was like, dang, I guess that is right to like a degree. Because I grew up in a situation like I look at everything as angles. Like everywhere is angles. Like it's a game being played, angles. And I look at shit like you grew up in the household, they was married and they separated. Imagine growing up just like this. They always been at it, always hate each other.
That is kind of a different thing.
You know what I mean? Just always like that. So
but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Growing up in life, I ain't give my pops credit. I ain't give him credit. I didn't give him credit at all. Like I didn't give him credit. Like if you would have asked me that question a couple years ago, like who you was raised by, mm-hmm. I would say my mom, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not. I forget about when I was 1, 2, 3. Like I remember being 2 years. I remember being 3 years old, bro. Mm-hmm. I literally remember. I could pinpoint a certain date. You know, I could pinpoint a certain day and time. Nigga, you was 3 years old when that happened. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like for sure, you was 3 years old. You was 4 years old, and it's like I remember my daddy giving me a whooping. I remember that nigga. I remember that nigga pulling up on me. I remember one time I disrespected my teacher. I remember he whooped me on the side of my house. I had to be like 3, 4 years old. And my mama came home and found out, nigga, and because they wasn't even fucking with each other at the time. Like, she was like, ooh. But I remember that day like a motherfucking yesterday.
Because she gave you a whooping?
No, my
pops. That's what he's mad about? She was mad because she gave you a whooping?
She was mad because he was drunk and she was trying to like hide from him and stuff. But I did disrespect the teacher, though. You see what I'm saying? And he pulled up and he whooped me on the side of the house. And she was hot. My mom, whew.
Oh, dang. But you thankful for the whooping now, ain't you? You thankful for the whooping now, ain't you?
Hell yeah, because like I'm able to tell
So Mama Father, take the nigga back. Take him back.
I'm able to tell them stories and we able to tell these stories, you know? So,
I'm fighting for any nigga trying to get his woman back.
No.
I'm fighting.
It's glad to see it's glad to see they cordial and good now, like, you know. Because, you know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I put them motherfuckers on the 3-way. I had to do some shit. And it's like, why you put me on the 3-way with that? Y'all was like, what the fuck? It's like, you know the thing about me though? Let me ask you this. So I feel like in my situation, one of the other persons put the other person in jail, like child support. My dad went through that. So he's like, bro, I don't want a relationship with nobody that put me in fucking jail.
You know what's crazy? Last year, I mean, because my pops, you feel me, he be getting little checks, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and I was like, because, once I got him acquainted back into everybody's lives and stuff, and I was like, man, you can't be giving them everything. I'm like, I know my sisters, man. I know they just call and ask me money because they got you. I know you because you got money. He was like, you know what he told me?
What?
He was like, Cause they call him, get the money, don't pay it back until him. He be broke calling me, asking me for the money. You know, he told me, he said, your mama never put me on child support for 4 kids after all them years. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about my older sister.
That's how you know it's love, nigga.
My older sister's about.
They going at it for everything.
She about 36, 37. And my mom never put my dad on child support from 37 to me. And I'm the second oldest, so I'm 30 right now. And it's one more under me, and she is like about 29, 28, Mm-hmm. I got nephews and nieces. My oldest nephew was 24.
The question is, if a woman put you on child support, could you ever see anything with killing? Because that's the one thing. You can do anything to me. You can kill one of my brothers. You can do anything. Kill my mama. We can da-da-da. It'd be peace, nigga. You police with the white man?
Nah.
What the? If I gotta go to court, look at a judge like this dumbass blackface. Bro, come on now, bro. If I gotta go through that, it's fuck you. I want to know. What's your opinion?
Oh, child
support? If one put you on child support, boom, can you still be cordial after that? And put you in jail? Like all that shit. You go through a ringer.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what you
look at that chain. He got $1 million. I know it.
I ain't gonna lie, but me personally, I troll her with the like that. I use it to my advantage. Like, look, you broke. I gotta pay you money, like, and still take.
Man, you ever been to these courts, my nigga?
Hey,
that's how I know it's bullshit. You ain't never been to these courts.
I actually took a class because you feel me? I actually took a class and we had to go down to I took a because I got my socials. Most people don't know. They think I've been in the streets and they think I'm just a dumbass. No, I went to school and got my associate's degree, you stupid fucks. But, and I'm going to get the rest of my shit, you stupid dicks. But, no, one of my classes, we had to take like a law class, and we had to go, one of our assignments, we had to go down to the courts of divorce, and we had to go do case studies. We had to sit in the court of the like family divorce. You know what I'm saying? We had to sit and see what people go through. It was crazy.
Now you know what the craziest thing about me is? When I go through and I see that shit, you wanna know what the craziest shit is?
What's that?
The craziest shit I see is when some bullshit happen, right? Who cares about the bullshit? And they break it up and they say, all right, look, Mr. Furrows, you cannot be around Mrs. Furrows, okay? If you be around Mrs. Furrows, you're in contact with Mrs. Furrows, boom, because that's a victim on your case, or that's somebody in your case, that's a witness in your case, or she's something in your case, right? You can't be around her, right? Boom, you're gonna go back to jail. We're gonna break. You understand that? Guess what they keep doing?
What's that?
Going back to the bitch, and guess who called them?
That's more like that's
the bitch.
But that's not family court though. We talking about family court.
It be you talking about married?
Yeah.
It can be married too, but I'm saying that shit. That's the wildest thing to me.
No, we was talking about like more like family court, like when women divorced, when she ready to divorce her man and stuff. We had to go down there and sit and see that.
What's the wildest thing?
This man. That's what like give you like a deeper appreciation for men. You feel me? Because I want to drop tears for him, and I couldn't believe it, bro. Like. The woman, bro, he really didn't really know her like that. He married her. She had kids. He don't know she on some really like scheming. You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to get the money.
Yeah, like he don't really kind of know that, but he
Did you
married
take him off in the courtroom and be like, hey, nigga, she could go. I'm from around that way, nigga. I'm from around her ways, nigga. Bro, from around that way, nigga. She tried.
I'm talking about dog had cars, cribs, everything, bro. Before he met her, bro, married her. He ain't had no baby with her because she was older and she already had babies. Feel me? She 2 years out of there. She recognized he had money, you know what I'm saying? Seen he had a little paper on him. Bro, broke him down to everything, bro. He had nothing but a little, feel me? I'm talking about he like had to give up the house, had to give up half the car, forget the half the car, a whole car. Had to give up this, had to give up. Nigga? And look, and she came in with nothing. All she came in was what helped me. So it was like, I seen that and it was like, dang, you know, I never forget it, you know, but, you know, you can't really be mad at the woman, you know, because it's a scheme, you know, you can't be mad at the person that schemed you, right?
Yes, you can. What the fuck you talking
you gotta
about?
be mad for getting schemed.
I'm
bro.
a.
You
huge
let somebody
advocate.
scheme you, bro.
I'm a huge advocate, and no matter what in life, I always promise myself this: no matter what in life, point the finger at this nigga.
On yourself.
Point the finger at this nigga.
Yeah.
Even if they did me dirty,
Yeah.
why the fuck was I with them?
Yeah.
You gotta think like that. You gotta think,
Yeah.
okay, now I know next time I ain't gonna be with them.
You can't never be mad at the person that robbed you.
But
you gotta
them
be mad
niggas was wrong.
You gotta be mad for getting robbed.
And not looking over your
Not.
Why is that nigga want to see
You
me?
see him? Why? Hold up. Cause I ain't gonna lie, one of my young boys, he be on it. He be in the club. He be watching. He be, hey man, he'll come. Hey, bro, got a gun over there, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So some people just on it. Mm-hmm. And if you get robbed and you don't know that nigga over there got a gun, you know what I'm saying? He is getting close to you. You don't know you got a gun. You got robbed, so you can't be mad at. Feel me? You feel me? It's
niggas be getting robbed in public
spaces.
Spaces?
That's a little extreme. That's a little extreme, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, the only thing I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I'm a pro advocate of like.
I never been robbed before though.
I never been robbed.
No. I never been robbed before. I never been robbed before. Never been shot before. I never really had real beef. I don't got beef. My only op is the police.
Bro, you know, wanna know something? I was just talking about this shit. You know the best feeling in the world is?
What's that?
Being in the hood, being from the hood, making moves, changing shit up, and still having a good face, nigga. Like, I'm around some like high profile rappers, bro. And guess what? I'm the nigga to go to the store and do this. All because if a nigga see my face from which side, I'm good as fuck. Like it don't matter. That's dark side.
I don't say that like to take that like light. Like I say that to like I take that as a badge of honor because you know what? I've been good to people my whole life, bro.
That part too.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never did wrong to nobody. And if I ever took something from somebody, see the difference is between stealing and taking, right? My uncle asked me like, "What's the difference between stealing and taking?" It's the same thing. I was like, "No, it's not." Stealing, if you steal something from somebody, you knew that person that you stole from. You knew that person. Yeah, you did. But taking is, you got them. Give me that. You what you got? Come here. Run them pockets. That's me. You owe me that. Give me that. Snatch them pockets off you. Two different things.
Okay, so you saying you ain't never stolen nothing from
nobody? I ain't never stolen nothing from none of my niggas. Never had. Never.
Yeah,
I ain't never did no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I always been good to people.
Let me ask you this: what's the small things you can notice? Cause me personally, I ain't gonna hold you. I be on small shit so much that I can know a nigga. Cause like it's like real nigga shit. I can know from little shit to big shit.
Right.
Like I think I was on the phone with you the other day. I said niggas acting like a hoe. He fucking hung up on me. Like, did I tell you that? Was you the one? Yeah. So like even small shit. So how do you know? In like hanging up on somebody is like a sassy. Like like that's what I imagine. Every time I swear to God, every time a nigga fuck with me and he gets it, I be like, nigga, I'm not buying titties. That's what I be telling niggas. I be like, I'm not buying titties.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna go down this road with you, bro. I just let them take whatever, like do whatever, like they need to do to feel like they the man or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So then me, I feel like, what do you know to know that nigga's like on hoe shit or real nigga shit? What's the small things?
Small thing, like something small, like if I'm talking to you, like I'm having a like me and you kind of having like a disagreement about something, right? Mm-hmm. But we trying to figure the disagreement out. And then you like walk off, like you trying to walk off as if I'm like your, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the female shit for sure. I know that shit for sure.
Yeah, we sit here and talk. No, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm just going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like we said, like, but you deeply in the converse that you try, like you trying to get to the bottom of what you trying to solve.
Bro, we trying to get around so many hoes that did that shit. Like, why you start cleaning, bitch? Why you walk away? You don't need to fold them clothes. That's bad, like you done been with females that did that shit though, haven't you?
On me.
You been with females that be like, what the fuck you cleaning for? What the fuck did you doing this shit for? Why'd you?
It's shit like that, but a lot of times we get that from arguing with our girls. So sometimes you need that nigga in the room. You need your man to check you like, nah, bro, we don't do that, bro. man, we don't act like that. And then you niggas right, like,
Oh,
right. You right, we don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they be acting like bitches because they around bitches?
no, because like sometimes you gotta argue with your girl. You gotta stoop to your girl level sometimes, and it be like, it's
Hell
bitch
no.
shit. Nah, you do gotta do it. I don't say you gotta do it, but niggas do it.
I get the fuck away from the bitches.
In general, bro, not when you got a girl. You gotta like.
When you got a girl, if that bitch is expecting me to get on that shit, like I told that bitch, I ain't on no tip to
She
tap.
gonna argue with you just in general, bro. She gonna argue with you just as soon as you wake up. You open crust out your eyes, nigga. She in your face like. You like,
Bro, I swear I think
you like this, you wiping sweat, you like, oh, and you just gotta be on it. And you know, as men, we don't have time for like you didn't put gas in the car. You know what I'm saying? And you got their finger in your face, and you
I be like,
wipe the crust out like you like this, and it's like you ain't put gas in the car last night. It's like,
bro,
you just ask me and put gas in it. Like, even you gotta ask me because I do feel them on some. She shouldn't have to ask you, right? Mm-hmm. But it ain't point my finger in you bright early.
Bro,
the sun ain't bright. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
I'm at the point where I think women just gonna. I'm at the point where I think women gonna do that shit regardless. Do you think that? Are you in that opinion?
Yeah, just in general, women. That's women gonna lie and say they not gonna do it, but they gonna. That's.
I think like no, me in my head though, like even my shit. I think this like I call this bitch my tester girlfriend. My grandma, I be telling her that shit. Like she be like, you don't care. I be like, grandma, you gonna find something to argue about regardless. We gonna get to the bottom. And like if you didn't nag on it, like and the only thing that killed me, a motherfucker that nag about some shit that I already know. And like I already got on myself about it and be like, all right, I got this, or something like, all right, let's say like, oh dang, I forgot to put gas in the car. I come wake up early tomorrow and do that shit. Right. Dang, okay, boom, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And then you'll be on it, and then it's like, what the fuck you didn't have? It's like, oh, I didn't have time. And like,
no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So then that shit, like, do you believe that?
Yeah, hell yeah. I believe I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I understand women knowledge.
Or do you think you can find one? I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the side. I'm waiting. I'm on the side where I'm waiting to find a bitch that's not gonna do that shit.
I mean, you can. That's cool and all, but you might as well just take one that's gonna do it all. You know what I'm saying? Because when you deal with a woman, you gotta like deprogram her because she probably got like a lot of bad habits. So you gotta take the. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deprogram them bad habits when you meet her. That's 9 times out of 10. Unless you just meet a church girl that's a virgin. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, them bitches.
Unless you just meet something like that,
bro.
Then, you know.
I think I read something on the internet. It's like different type of black bitches, different type of black woman. It's like fucking. They said fucking. It's the pro black girl like that earthy shit.
Right.
Them bitches be the worst. They love to do this shit, nigga. They just start a podcast. Nigga.
Right.
They love to do this like argumentative bullshit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm hip. Yeah,
like, them bitches be the worst. I think I have to write this down. Wait, you from Detroit?
No, I'm from Highland Park. I'm from Highland Park.
This nigga got Highland Park.
No, let me break it down. Yeah, I gotta break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get it confused. But if you was to ask me, like, where I'm from, if I'm in, like, Miami, like, Vegas or something like that, if you ask me, I'm going to say Detroit. Mm-hmm. But if you from Detroit and you ask me, I'm going to tell you Highland Park HP till the day I die. My family would disown me if I was to say I'm not from Highland Park. They'd disown me. My whole family, they'd disown me.
Would you break it down? What makes the Highland Park proud?
My whole family is from Highland Park, Michigan. Like, they would disown me. If I was to get on this camera right here, right now and say, I'm not from HP or I don't know Highland Park, they would disown me. I can't come to the next gathering. They'd be like, you're a lame, you're a goofy. But one thing to break it down, Highland Park is in the middle between the east
the middle of Detroit. Why is it not just Detroit?
Because it don't include the downtown, that's why. It don't include downtown.
The part I'm on the east side, like that shit.
But it's Wayne. It's Wayne County. It's all Wayne.
I think they just put that shit to the divide, niggas.
But Highland Park is in the middle of east and the west side of Detroit, so you can't go to the west side of Detroit without crossing through HP, and you can't go through the east side without crossing through HP, basically. And one thing that I learned that East St. Louis and Highland Park is the only cities in America where it's cities in the borderline. Like, so if it's Chicago, right, it's just Chicago. It's not Highland Park, Chicago, or Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Highland Park. So, but why is that? But why is that though? Because Highland Park is the first. Let's talk about Highland Park real fast before we go on to the movie and promote the movie real fast. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about HP real fast.
You know, we got a bunch of time.
Okay, that's cool. Let's talk about HP real fast. You told me to break it down. We're gonna break it down for him. Davidson is the first freeway ever built in America. Why?
What?
Huh?
You bullshitting. Davidson was the first street ever in America?
Davidson is the first freeway.
Oh, freeway.
Right there. We can turn the camera and look outside. You're going to see the first freeway ever built in America. Ever. And why does that? Why is that? Hold on. Why is that?
I'm going to be on your ass right now. This shit better pop up on Google, my nigga.
Henry Ford, right here, this is where he started the cars at in Highland Park.
They started the tanks. Yeah,
no, cars.
The only reason they created highways for tanks.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. Hear me out one more time.
Hold up.
Bad baby before the tanks. Cars became before the tanks. You see what I'm saying? It was horses then cars. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm looking this shit up. You keep going.
Horses come before cars. So cars came first. Henry Ford was the first car maker. He built right here in Highland Park. It's 2 blocks down. You can see the Model T Plaza where you see the Glories at in there nowadays. The grocery store, that's the Model T Plaza where it all started, where all the assembly line of cars started right there. And that's 2 blocks down.
Nigga, it's looking bad for you, nigga. I can't be putting that what they say, Trump be saying fake news.
Who?
Can't be putting that fake news out here.
Okay, so then tell us, because my Henry Ford was the first person to build cars. And his plaza right there. That's
he wasn't the first person to build cars, nigga. Your shit is all off, nigga. I know.
So Henry Ford wasn't the first person to have cars around here?
He was the first person to make the assembly line.
You get what I mean, though.
This nigga. Okay, I get you, though.
You get what I mean. Like, what? Do we gotta go Do we gotta go there?
He was the biggest, like.
Right. That's what we talking about.
You say, okay, then say the biggest, nigga. You saying the first
Should we be talking about the smallest?
Yes, nigga, because they saying the first American highway funded by Congress was the National Road, also known as the Cumberland Road or Cumberland Pike.
Okay, look at the Davidson Freeway then. What do they say about that? Right here. Davidson Freeway.
Davidson Freeway, Highland Park.
What's the history on that? Because that's right there. We can literally turn the camera on and see Davidson. That's the first freeway. Oh! The first freeway.
Okay, hold on. Davidson Freeway, M8, is a 5.5 mile state trunk line highway in the U.S. state of Michigan, lying within the cities of Detroit and Highland Park. Much of it is the Davidson Freeway, the nation's first urban depressed freeway.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
The first urban depressed? What the?
That's crazy. What does that even mean?
Exactly.
I don't even know what that even means.
The first urban depressed freeway, which became a connector between the Lodge and Chrysler freeways. What? The first urban depressed.
Hey, tweaking. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, you call my hood depressed gang. This is crazy. They got us fucked up.
I heard it is though, nigga. I heard around this bitch. Like, I'm so serious.
Yeah, you don't want to be around this bitch, bro. This
I heard the motherfucking the police
schemes and deans. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your ass smoked around.
There's no police around this bitch.
Ain't no Hollywood, no. And I mean,
like, they said there was no police. Like when I was a kid growing up, they said police is like,
this shit so bad, Detroit niggas stay away from Highland Park. Ain't that crazy?
This shit so bad, Detroit.
No, Highland Park, no, Detroit niggas like, oh no, Highland Park, not going there, nothing but fiends and deans in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get motherfuckers.
Oh God, they would not step, bro.
I send the address, they be like, it's Highland Park.
They not stepping in here.
You come to me.
No.
I was like, what the fuck?
We grew around fiends and deans, you know what I'm saying? I grew up like that, you know what I'm saying? That's all I seen my whole life with fiends.
You know something?
Prostitutes, nigga, weirdos, all day long. Guys.
Let's get into it though a little bit. So I want to know this on a relationship tip. On a relationship tip, I feel like me personally on a relationship tip, I feel like I figured it out now to a degree. I feel like I was running away from the fact that like I grew up kind of fucked up, bro. And I grew up like that, and I too used to like I knew I was fucked up when I was talking to a girl, and I was too used to the crackheads. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
And then so she'd be like, he's like, you a little fucked up, and then I was like, nah, it ain't fucked up. No, I just grew up like this.
Nah, crackheads are friends, bro. That's not funny, bro.
I'm serious. It's funny because you know how everybody else look at it.
Like, Bro, we had a crackhead on the block named Bobby, bro. Rest in peace, Bobby, bro. True fiend, gang. No lie, bro.
And not even on no slanging shit. He's just your friends.
Any nigga from HP, any nigga from Detroit, any nigga from the block, HP, nigga, you know what I'm talking about, bro. We had a thing named Bobby. You know what's crazy? Guess what his girl name was?
What?
Whitney.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, y'all named them that.
Bro, no. 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 No.
Why do crackheads be having the good?
No. And Bobby and Whitney, bro, scrapped every day. He lived next door to us, either next door to her, if I remember either. No, it was next door. His nigga lived next, Bobby and Whitney lived next door to her line, bro. I call all my brothers and sisters. I call my mama right now.
You gotta put that in the song.
But the thing is, though, right, Bobby was a straight fiend. Him and his girl, Bobby and when they were straight fiend out. They were straight fiend out. But them niggas were respectful. They were respectful fiends.
No, I'm telling you this. You know what? This is the thing. I traveled, nigga. I've traveled. Detroit, Michigan in general. I feel like we're an open state, open carry fucking state. And our gun laws, everybody got a strap. You play, that's where you lay. We got them laws. We have respect for crackheads. You go out of town.
No, they definitely be disrespectful OT. I ain't gonna lie.
They OT crackheads is disrespectful.
I definitely got stories. I definitely got stories of some wild shit, some fiends OT.
Yeah, they is like disrespectful. Like, that's because they ain't got the guns. Everybody ain't got guns like that.
Right.
So I feel like they not like as respectful as shit. Like I'm talking about even the other people. I'm saying they not even friends with them, or like they not even cordial to a degree because even the people is mean to them. Like I was in New York. I was in New York City with a girl, and then she was like, "Why you so nice to the crackheads and shit like that?" I was like,
we fuck with our crackheads,
because you ain't never seen a crackhead pull out a motherfucking flathead and just stab somebody to death over some mean shit, over some mean comments.
I'm gonna tell you why, right? Rest in peace to my grandma Jerry's story. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna give you a story real fast. Then we could, you feel me? We can switch topic, talk about, you know what I'm saying, some whoop the whoop. But I'm gonna give you a story. My grandma passed. She passed 2 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. She passed while I was in. I got the call in Atlanta. I just made it to Atlanta to record some new music. I'm down to record, and they called me and told me my grandma just passed. I'm like, dang, right? It still didn't really hit me, but I'm like, I gotta get back to Detroit. But on my way going back to Detroit, I get locked up in Mississippi, right? So I missed my grandma's funeral. You feel me? And this is a woman that she raised me with like my family. We was raised together. So I got 5 brothers and sisters. But we was raised as a village. We was raised like all my cousins together, like my brothers and sisters. We all like one big brother, sister. You feel me? And it's like 30 of us. And we all one big brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? But when I was 30, not when I was 30, but my grandma, when I was young, when I was working for my aunt, about like 23, I was about like 24. Maybe even younger, I'm about like 20.
Yeah.
I met a fiend. And he came, he say, Miss Story-in-law? He was a fiend. He like, Miss Granny Story-in-law? I was like, yeah, she's still alive. I'm like, yeah. And he almost started crying right in front of me, bro.
Because you told her she was dead. She died.
No. This year, this we talking about like 10 years ago. Let's just make it even, say 10 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
You said before when she was alive.
Yeah. Let's make it 10 years ago. Yeah. He started crying. And I'm like, but he was like, your grandma still alive? He like, that's your grandma? Like, yeah, like,
that's crazy.
He was like, man, your grandma, bro, he's like, she used to come feed us. Like all the home, like crackheads, like we used to be strong. She like, he said, like, me and my brother, we was strung out on dope. He like, your grandma used to come feed us back in the day, you feel me? He like, your grandma used to come feed us, bro. And not just me, he like, just like all other fiends and shit too. Like she just feel me? She pulled up with food for us, bro. Then so when we talk about fiends, like other day,
we're nice to them. We're cordial as fuck.
Yeah.
We understand it, nigga. You going through some shit, nigga. Like, that's the only thing it is. You going through some shit.
You having what they say? You just having a human.
That could be me for sure.
For sure. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
All you gotta say. That could be you, nigga. Pray to God. All right, that could be me. Don't fuck me up, God.
That on God.
That's all it is. Cause I believe that I remember my dad told me this shit. I was walking by This is the last crackhead story. But we got these bitches for days. My dad,
I learned. Look,
my dad showed me some shit.
I like that.
This nigga, I remember this nigga used to always say some wild shit. I was on the bus and this nigga always see me like I was outside kid. And he's like, bro, I used to have mansions and I used to be this and I used to be this. And then he was always saying that shit and I did not believe this nigga. And then my dad said that shit. He's like, yeah, he used to do that shit. He got cracked out though, and then he lost it all, and then just cracked out, never got back. So then after that day, I just believed him. I was like, damn. I prayed to God. Like I was like, I want God to never do two things to me. God, if you do these two things to me, I'm gonna blow my brains out. And just understand me.
Right. No, I feel that.
Don't motherfucking make me into like a crackhead. Like just crack me out, and then don't ever take me to prison. Those are the only two things. Like long prison shit. Like nah, if this shit get boring, I might as well just leave this bitch. Right? Try again. I believe in like reincarnation, like to a degree.
No, I feel
so I'll be like, nigga, you think I'm finna sit my whole life in fucking this box? Shit, I might as well be a bird or some shit. That's how I think about it.
No, I feel it.
So then, boom. So then it's like, at that moment, I was like, yeah, I could lose it all, but as long as I get it back, then I'll be straight. Like, just don't. I don't even know how to take together. You gotta lose morale in yourself. Cause I could be homeless tomorrow, and I'll still be like, I can make it back. But homeless dude is just like, you ain't got no faith. It's like, lost all faith. Damn, can't make it back. So that's the only reason why I hurt on him. But other than that, let's get into some more shit. I ain't gonna lie. We interviewed Rico the Rock.
That's my boy.
All right, cool. Let's talk about him. He doing 2 years, and I'm still dropping this content like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
That's my boy.
That nigga got hella content. That nigga was smart to shoot with me.
That's my boy.
All right, so look, I ain't gonna lie. We talked to Rico, and then he was talking about the car accident. Let's talk about that car accident. I know you probably don't want to.
The infamous.
He said you was driving or he was driving.
The infamous story. I do.
Okay, so this kind of like my first time telling this story on a big, you know what I'm saying, on a big platform. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it to you because you my man. You my boy. You was with me before this. You feel me? You was kind of like
I was with you the whole fucking thing.
You literally was with me before the accident happened. Like 2-3 weeks before. You feel me? You had all my latest content.
Damn, that I was?
Yeah, you was the last person to have all the latest content. You remember when I was cussing the police out?
I was talking on this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we got history for sure.
We definitely got a little, we got history because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, my boy, you feel me? I met my boy and he, you feel me? When I met him with the can, because I always in the street, you know, I'm always looking for the, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers that's genuine, that's genuine trying to see each other win. So when I met my boy Darkside, he genuinely wanted to see win. So we just connected. It wasn't about no money. I ain't had no money. He had no money. I had money. Whatever the fuck, he had money. It didn't matter. We were just trying to make content.
These niggas be charging crazy shit. I charge crazy shit.
We just be making content.
Yeah.
But back to my boy Rock.
How that accident happened?
Last year, actually, we on the anniversary. This is like the second year anniversary, actually. So May 1st was kidding? May 1st
That's
was
my birthday.
Yup. May 29th, May 1st was the accident. Was when we crashed out. Okay, but rewind. We just opened up for Skilla Baby. Skilla Baby. No. It was in Michigan State.
All right.
So we took a party bus and we went like 30 deep out to Michigan State and we performed for we opened up for Skilla Baby, Sada Baby.
I couldn't make it too. I remember.
All right. So you know we did that, right? And then we had like another thing scheduled the next week with Louis Ray and some more stuff. This is like we like rolling right now. You know what I'm saying? This is like we at like our peak right now. Like this is crazy. Like, and me and Rock, we go to Chicago to go do some music. We want to go do some music. We want to go do some music with some people, right? Do a verse with people, right? And you know, long story short, we crashed out. My bro went to sleep on the wheel. You know what I'm saying? I gave him the I gave him the wheel. I gave him the wheel because it was time for him to drive. I drove like 4 hours straight. I gave him the wheel because it was time for him to drive.
What the fuck? 4 hours is the whole trip. What the fuck?
We supposed to split, but he ain't wake up in the 2 because he ain't get no sleep.
Well, I'm telling you, was in Chicago, right? Was it Chicago?
Yeah, we drove. I drove 4 straight hours straight to Chicago.
It's 4 hours to get to Chicago.
Yeah, but we supposed to split it though.
Oh, okay. So it was 2 hours. You drove for 2 hours, and then boom.
Bro, we was supposed to split it.
All right.
And he didn't get up in his 2 hour split, but I already had the rest. He ain't really had to sleep. I was just like, I forget. I'm just gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Looked up. We in Chicago. So by the time I get to Chicago, I'm tired. I'm like, I done woke bro up. Like, bro, come on, bro. It's time to ride, bro. Like, it's time. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. It's time for you to ride. Well, now when he did tell me later on, he's like, bro, I did tell you, bro, I was tired. I didn't feel like driving. I did kind of pressure him to let's keep going. You know, because I'm like, I just drove 4 hours straight here. Ain't no way you still tired. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I'm looking at it. But
So y'all in Chicago right now, and then y'all.
Yeah, but because we still going further. We ain't just stopping. We going further than Chicago in a way, in so many words. But I kind of remember him telling me that, like, you know, months and months later. But anyways, I give him the keys. I make him get up in a way. I make him get up. Like, come on, bro, we gotta go, bro, because we been. I'm tired. Let's keep going. I know you ain't still tired. You gonna be good. He got the keys. He drove. I jumped in the back seat and went to sleep. Now, this is the first time I ever in life. You know how if you jump in the back seat, you gonna like lay facing like the windshield, like, you know, the main shield, you know?
Yeah,
like you don't
leaning on the window.
Like, but you're gonna be facing towards the driver basically. If you jump in the back seat and lay down, which way is you gonna be facing?
I'm just gonna be stretched out. I ain't gonna hold you.
You just gonna be stretched out back there?
Yeah, if ain't nobody back there, I'm stretched out for sure.
You in like a car though. You in a car.
Yeah, I'm stretched out ain't nobody else in the back.
You just gonna be just back there like this?
Bro, I was in the fucking I was in the fucking car with YB and little brother.
No.
That nigga fucking scrambled up in a ball in the back seat.
But if you're in the back seat, you got to make a decision. You're gonna be like facing the front, or you're gonna be like turn your whole back and just be facing the backwards. Like, which one you gonna face? Which one you gonna be doing?
Why the fuck would I face the back?
I don't know. For some reason,
The fucking
when I got in the car, when I got in the back seat, I never laid that way ever in life. That's not even a normal position to lay.
And that's how you laid.
That's how I laid.
All right.
So, boom. That's like, I saw
Y'all
her.
niggas was high.
That's
Y'all niggas was high. Was y'all niggas drunk? Y'all niggas was high. These niggas was drunk.
But all I remember, next thing you know, I kind of like, after I went lay down, maybe like 2 days later, I kind of just like, I wake up, I open my eyes, I'm in like this like machine. I'm like, I'm trying to move. I can't move. They're like, don't move. They talking to me through the spirit. Don't move. I'm going through the MRI machine. Don't move. Stop moving. I'm like, and I just passed back out. Went back to sleep. I wake back up
like this dumbass nigga.
Hold up.
This dumb nigga.
I don't know. So so it's a whole nother day go past. So now I wake up fishy in the hospital. Now I wake up like I can't move my arm. I'm paralyzed. So I wake up officially, look around, like, well, all right, okay, you know what I'm saying? They talking, and like, yeah, you was in an accident about 2-3 days ago. You and I'm like, okay, but only thing I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, why can't I move my arms and my feet and my fingers? I can't move nothing. They like, well, blah, 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 in so many words, you paralyzed. I'm like, but it didn't even relish to me to...
it wasn't no permanent shit. Yeah, of course. But like, did they say it was permanent or they say it was...
They say, no, you like, you basically going to do a bunch of therapy and you're going to be good, right? But they're like, you're going to be fucked up for the rest of your life for sure. Like, you definitely going to be fucked up.
Oh, like running like hardcore
everything. Shit? Like, you're going to be fucked up for the rest of your life. But at least, nigga, you got your life and you can walk around. Some niggas actually paralyzed.
How do you feel it? I ain't going to hold you. I feel like... I don't see it, my nigga.
Nah, this shit, you don't want this shit. Tell him, babe.
Wait, how do you feel it?
Tell him, babe, you don't want this shit, do you?
Yeah, he got nervous.
Hold up. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
She ain't got a mic. How do you tell? Say it.
Nah, you don't want this shit. It's like internal pain, gang.
It's just all internal pain?
It's physically pain. It's first of all, let's start with that. It's physically pain so it's nerve damage, right? So it's one thing to break your arm, right? Let's say if I would just break my arm. it's one thing to break your arm, but then it's nothing to shut your whole body down. Your nerves control your whole body. And if you if your nerves start, which is controlled like up in your neck area and stuff like that, if you touch that nerve, it will shut your whole body down. You paralyzed. You can't feel nothing. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You paralyzed.
Did they ever? What happened to the car though? What happened?
All that was total. All that was total.
I mean, did he just fell asleep basically? It was a truck or something like that.
I don't know. I was asleep, but when I asked him, he said he fell asleep. He don't even remember.
Everybody just fell asleep. Don't nobody remember shit. Everybody just woke up in the hospital. Don't nobody remember shit. I'm trying to get the story.
No, when I asked bro, he said he just remember waking up, and he said he remember him being on the ground, on the outside, and he said he just remember him being on the outside. He said he flew through the window. He flew through the window, and he was on the outside. He said he was on the ground. He said he woke up. And he was like, he just remember calling my name because I was in the back sleep. He said he thought I was dead. You feel me? He said he thought I was dead because I wasn't responding to him.
Oh, that's a real friend.
And because he like froze. And he think
he just got to a car accident. He worried about your ass. That's a Rico, a real nigga.
and so his story was, he said I was on the ground. He said I was car frozen. And that's, you know, he said he just seen the fire trucks and then it went black from there. From my point of view, is I went to sleep in the back, and I woke up 2 days later in the hospital, like 2-3 days later. So that's just to set it up. But to make a long story short, y'all
niggas fell asleep, took a nap, Chicago. But then I ain't gonna lie, so shit.
So you know what I'm saying? We definitely crashed.
How long did it take you to get back in your and everything?
Oh man, it took.
At least I feel like I say walking because I ain't gonna lie. I can't. I know you notice the difference, but I don't know shit.
So
like me, I ain't gonna lie. I got one thing on my leg and it kind of creep people out. But I just do yoga for this shit and then I feel better. It's like.
So I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing, right?
Can you hear that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's like something so small, but like that's just me. Like my ankle can't touch my butt sometimes.
Right.
I just gotta do yoga a little bit and I'm good.
So the funny thing is, right, when I'm in the hospital, they tell me I'm paralyzed. It don't really register to me yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, I got a DTE bill at home I got to pay. Because I'm in Chicago. You got to understand, I'm 4 hours from the crib. I'm 4 hours from home. Mm-hmm. But I'm still thinking about DTE bill. I'm still thinking about people I owe. Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking about, I'm like, damn, I still ain't even take the trash out. Like
that's a real, I got into a car accident. I ain't going to lie. I got into a car accident and hearing your story kind of makes me thankful for a minute. But I got into a car accident in fucking December last year. But you gotta understand, last year was such a bad year for me because I was hustling up so much money. Like I got like, I swear to God, I got like 11 W-2s at the house right now. Bro, because I got hired and fired so much last year, and I was trying to make so much money, bro. So then, boom, I just remember all that just to get a car. And guess what? At the end of the year, I got the car. I totaled that bitch. I was crying like a bitch. Like a straight
I feel it.
But I'm talking about I did all that shit, man. I put the fucking insurance in my mama's neck, did all this shit, and I'm like, damn. And that shit was like, it was like 3 days later. So I felt like, I feel like that's a real nigga thing. Like to only worry about all the real nigga shit you still gotta do.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Like it was a dude. My car was in the middle of the street. He came over. He was like, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Why are you crying?" Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I wanted to cuss that nigga the fuck out so bad. But I was like, he's like, just get it out the road. I was like, I was just crying like a bitch. I remember that shit.
No, I feel it, but I make a long story short, it didn't register to me that they was telling me like, you're paralyzed. It's gonna take you about 6 months to walk again. Like that wasn't registering me. I'm still thinking about DTE bills I gotta pay in, and I ain't thinking about I'm in Chicago right now. But eventually,
how the fuck you get back?
The ambulance. So what happened is I stayed in
Your people just got you or something?
No. I stayed in Chicago for a month. They took care of me for a month. And shout out to Chicago Latham Hospital. They took care of me. I was so mean to them. I wish I could send them a letter.
Why was you so mean to them, nigga?
I was just so mean to them, and I did not mean to me. I was mean to the ladies. I was mean to the nurses, and I did not mean to be that. You know what I'm saying? I was mean to the doctors, and I wish I could send them a letter. I wish I could send them anything. You feel me? Because
you know, they really took care of me for, you know, while I was, you know, and the lady came here and when the lady was feeding me one time, she came here and said, she like, you know where you at right now? I was like, yeah, I'm in Chicago. She like, no, you in the intensive care unit. She like, no, you know, when you come in here, you either about to die or you dead. Like, you feel me? And I'm like, oh, okay. I still didn't register to me. Still not registered.
You say you finna die or you dead. Nigga, you was lucky. Stop being mean, bitch.
I'm like, yeah, bitch, give me that apple, like, give me that sauce, like, cause I can't move my hands and fingers. I can't move
Bitch, I got
shit.
bills to do. Fuck out of here. That's how that nigga was. I got bills and shit, bitch. I got time for this shit.
I just got off the stage with, you feel me, with Sada and Skillet. You feel me? Like, I'm here. I'm like, shit, I didn't hurt it. But to answer your question though, how long did it take me? When I first started, when they got me up the first started working
6 months.
Within the first month. This why mine is mattered over like everything, right?
For sure.
Because my mind was moving faster than my body. Remember, I'm still thinking about DTE bills and shit. Remember?
Yeah.
You feel me? So
wait.
my mind, like, I gotta get rolling right now.
Was the pain on you though?
The pain was the pain on me?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You know, they drugging you so you can feel it, but you can't feel it, but you can feel it and stuff, you know? But I ended up getting transferred to Michigan. They ended up transporting me to Michigan, and where I fully did my therapy and whatever. But I'm gonna tell you real fast before we move on. Mine is stronger than your body because my mind would not let me think I was hurt. It was like, no, you gotta go pay this DTE bill. Not realizing, nigga, it's gonna take you. You feel me? I'm walking around with a brace. I got a brace on me. I'm walking around like I can't even move, gang. But my mind still telling me, man, you gotta hit the stage.
What do you think?
Man, you got this run. You got this. I'm still thinking about rap, bro. I'm still thinking about interviews.
What do you think instilled that in you, or like what do you think made that in you? Like me, even looking back on myself, I feel like my work ethic, like even looking back on, like I think I get it from my mom's.
Right.
Sure. Or like, what do you think you get it? Because me, my mom for Mother's Day, I called her up and she was like, I was like, Mom, what you doing? And I was like, oh no, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm coming to your house right now. I was like, no, I gotta go to work. I'm tired. No, and I still gotta go to work. Nigga, I'm finna sleep for like 4 hours and I still gotta hit my night shift. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, he's like, what type of shit is you on? Like she on that for everything, like birthday, like her birthday, everything. Like what do you think instills that in you?
I think that thrive just come from just
religion.
Oh, bro, it's the thrill, bro. It's the thrill. I can't lie about it, bro.
This nigga on some paid in full.
Like,
the thrill of the game.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's the thrill. It's the feeling of, you feel me? If you ain't ever rocked the stage, if you ain't ever rocked the audience, you ain't ever rocked the, you feel me? It's the thrill. Like you just like you can't wait to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So even when you lay up in the hospital, all you thinking about is you rocking that stage. You rocked it. You feel me? You like, oh no, hell no, ain't nobody taking this from me. You feel me? You so dedicated on, nah, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have to fight your way to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
All right, let me ask you this. I feel like, boom, something you super hyped about. I can tell you hyped about 2 a.m. Boom, the movie.
2 a.m.
How'd that come about?
Oh my God, man. 2 a.m., man. It came about when opportunity meets preparation, you know? Because, honestly, I'm going to tell you why. A lot of stuff built up to it, you know? I never had a dream to be on Tubi. Like, that was never on my docket. Like, I want to be on Tubi one day. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on Netflix. I want to be on Stars. Like, I want to be... That was never the goal. That's not a goal. You shouldn't set no goals like that. But in particular, you know...
goals like that.
I mean, you can set a goal for that, but...
I'm just asking for this road. Like, how did it come about?
How it come about? I'm going to tell y'all. My bro, he owned 2 liquor stores. He owned one on the east side. He owned one on the west side. It's my cousin. Flex, shout out to Flex. Go ahead, my boy Flex first, you feel me? Black owned, inner city.
Yeah, I'm saying all black owned liquor store. Y'all get money to these Muslims and shit.
Yeah, black owned. Go shout out my boy first. You know what I'm saying? Flex first, you know. But I just so happened to be doing some stuff for him that one day. I wasn't even supposed to be there.
You know what I'm saying? And the customer came in and he was like, yeah, man, we want to shoot a, he's like, yeah, can we shoot a, you know, we want to shoot a scene here, we want to shoot a movie here. Now, of course, you get this all the time, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you get people all the time. And I was like, you know, I'm like, yeah, put my number in your phone, put my number in your phone when you're ready, just hit me up. 8 months later, he hit me up. Yeah, man, we ready, man, we ready to come shoot the scene, man, we ready to come, and I kind of blew it off for a minute because I was still like, I was on some, he kind of called me like 2 times, like, all right, forget it, man. I finally called my team. I was like, you know, I okayed it with bro and shit. And we went over there and we shot the movie, you know. But before I got there, I was telling bro, I say, before I do the movie, before y'all shoot here, I need my people in here, bro. I need my bro in here. I need all my people in here, and I'm ready to shoot a scene right now. Come on, let's get it. And you know what they told me? They was like, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm appreciative of them. You know, they ain't have to do that. They could have been like, no, that's not in the writing script. You know, we didn't put this in here. You know, and not only did they do that, they put us in the opening, like in the opening of the movie. But when they got there, you know, it was vibes. You know, we vibed out. They messed with our vibe. They put us on cam. I'm forever grateful to them people, gang. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never gave me nothing. You know, so.
Understood. I ain't gonna lie. Do you think you gonna keep going in that direction? Because I said, like you said, in the artistry, like, are you gonna take time away from the artistry and the music?
No.
You said as soon as it cut into the music, nigga. No. It's like fuck all that acting shit, nigga.
No.
It ain't take away from shit.
No. I'm the coldest nigga to ever touch the microphone. You feel me? We feel me? And I'm willing to go to the strength of the limb to prove it. We can test it. Come on.
All right, let me ask you this. What made you want to start even doing it?
Music? And rap in general?
Because I feel like this is your main thing you most passionate about.
Man, I'm not going to lie, bro. Music go a long way for me because I've always been a student of the game, you know. Mm-hmm. But let's say, to keep it in context, let's say, about 19, 20. I'm 30 years old right now. So about 19, 20, I always had little elementary rhymes before then. Mm-hmm. But, I used to go shout to my nigga Skilo, you feel me? My nigga Skilo, you feel me? He was the first nigga, you feel me? I used to go to his spot. He used to have, we was in a trap house. I'm like 19 years old. 19, gang. Mm-hmm. I'm around grown at his trap house, nigga. You can sell dope, everything. But he got the whole studio shit, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah, you know, allegedly. Shout so much.
But you got a studio in there, so you just.
We in bright mode. We in the cut. You know what I'm saying? It's not no right. We in bright mode, and he had the studios on, and me and my bro we used to go spend money, right? But when we got there, right, it was in the audience was nothing but, you know what I'm saying? Like he had. You feel me? His audience basically, niggas, you know what I'm saying, it's a trap house. It's a trap house. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So you got your audience where niggas can chill at, you know, your chilling room. And one thing you have to do is, right, you had to rap in front of that crowd. You had to have some bar. You had to be hot. Mm-hmm. That's what broke me out of being scared. Because I always did elementary rap before then. But going through that experience right there, because it was always all type of trap niggas on that couch, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they had, you know, hoes everywhere and shit. Crazy, you know? And we just young niggas. Niggas just fresh.
Whack, they gonna hold you.
Oh, yeah.
And you might get a bullet.
Not even that. We wanted to prove that we belong, gang. Because we like 18, 19.
Scary as fuck.
You might get a bullet. Oh, God.
Shit.
But we wanted, like me and my bro, we wanted to prove we belong with this, you know what I'm saying?
I'll punch you.
Like
that sound like some bull. That sound like a movie.
Yeah,
that's some hot shit. I'll punch you.
Yeah,
that's the beginning of a movie, nigga.
Yeah, like me and my nigga, we them young niggas on that block. We feel me? Any other young niggas y'all got, nigga, where they at?
Let me ask you this. Time out real quick. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about I had this on my bucket list. It wouldn't be a Froze interview if I ain't talk about it. What the fuck is wrong with you and the police? This is the fucking moment I met you. Why the fuck are you so defiant to the fucking police? Mm-hmm. I was trying to get the backstory on it. You even talk about the parents and shit. Why are you so defiant to the police? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Everywhere I go, the police be bothering me, bro. I be chilling, bro. It's like no matter what I do in life, and I had to think about it.
I'm 30 now. From like 20 to about 30 years old, 19 to 30, I've been in war with the police. Like, nah, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of it is my doing. You know,
Exactly, nigga.
being stupid. You know, and it over time it accumulates. You know what I'm saying? But man, I ain't never really had no ops or nothing like that. The ops had always been the police pulling me over, taking my cars from me, keep impounding my cars. You know what I'm saying? They'll see me and my people all gather up at one spot, pull up 20 deep, trying to just randomly search people, disperse the crowd. Like, it just be just wow. Because everywhere I go, you feel me, I be like attracting crowds. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It'd be weird, bro.
Nigga talking that podcast shit right now. Everywhere I go, you know, it's just everywhere.
It be wild, like. So it's like.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't bullshit. Nah, I remember that shit. We was at a show. I remember that shit. We was at a show and they pulled up. I was like, what the fuck? I just remember it. I just went to the show and I was like, there go the police. Yeah, I know Froze over there somewhere. I was like arguing with these motherfuckers. And I was like, damn, that was Froze.
It's a method behind it though. It ain't just a crash out method. Cause like, you know, when you see the police, that's why you never be scared of the police. That's why you never be scared of the police. When you see the police, when you encounter them, they are like our children. They are like our servants. They serving us. No real shit. They serving. They serve. So like you.
This is why you got problems with the police. You're like my son. You're like my kid right now. I spank your ass. I can tell. You said this shit. I know you said this type of shit.
Oh yeah. I mean. It don't be like that, but yeah, like y'all are, you know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is like you got the right to redress your government. You like, what is that? I have to redress your government. I have the right to redress my. So I can take his tie. If his tie not fixing right, say if hey, man, you need to, you know what I'm saying? I can literally walk up to, man, you need to fix that tie, bro. No, if talk to the police. Man, you know what I'm saying? No, you need to keep that gun up that, put that on that side. You see what I'm saying? I'm redressing him. You see what I'm saying? Because he might come outside. You feel me?
But I feel like you did that shit before. I feel like you did that shit before.
I don't play when it comes to that. Because, like, I don't play with
yeah, and he would have been like, you assaulted an officer type shit.
Nah, it's just like a know your rights thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's just a know your rights thing, you know?
I understood. I ain't gonna lie. You know me. Yeah,
we like to expose dirty cops.
We talked about this, yeah. Dirty cops, yeah, that shit is ass.
We like to expose dirty cops because, like, you have, like, they be thugs. The
one thing I ain't gonna lie, I'm radical on this shit. I don't know. That's why every like gangster, like thug nigga, I think it's all cap and bullshit. You know the only thing that made me think about that?
What's that?
That nigga that killed Trayvon Martin is still like walking around this bitch like still police officer Zimmerman.
Right.
That nigga, like all that gang shit to anybody, to a millionaire, billionaire, to a local YN, like I think all that shit is cap. Y'all ain't doing nothing to nothing real.
Right. No.
Let's bring it up to some serious. It was I got something that's kind of go viral on my page right now. So they said, "Are black men emotional?" That was the topic. Are black men too emotional?
I mean, what you asked me that?
Yeah.
Nah, cause men not emotional in general. So
I said, are black men too emotional?
Nah.
And why do you say that?
Because men are not emotional. A real man is not emotional.
And you know how this came up? This came up by saying, I was teaching my little brother, he like 10, 11. I think he's going to go 8th, 9th grade, something like that, right? And I was like, no, if a nigga do some hoe shit, you get him back in the right way on your timing, nigga. Like if a nigga punch you in your face right now, nigga, compose yourself. Don't be emotional, and then risk it all right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No, if you punch me in the face right now, I'm okay. And then, boom, gather myself up. And then boom, figure out how I'm gonna go about this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not gonna crash out right here for no fucking reason.
I mean, of course, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So then that's what I said. And they're like, no, you gotta do something right then and there. You know, you gotta do that. They're like, no, compose yourself, walk away, and figure shit out later.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then I was like, that's what I said. But then they was like, no, you gotta do something. Now, me in my head, I was like, that's being emotional. That's being emotional as fuck. Because to me, if that was the police officer, you wouldn't be saying the same shit.
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't be saying the same shit. They'd teach their kid, chill out, don't do nothing. But it was a nigga punching me. Oh, you can't arouse disrespect. I'd be like, no, you can spit in my face, punch, all that shit. Compose myself. How am I gonna go about this? You're not gonna get the emotion out of me. But then I think that's an emotional thing. Is that an emotional thing or no?
Nah, yeah, that's like Nah, in general, like you get that like emotion like from your mom. Like your mom teach you like innately teaches us that type of thing. Like when it comes to emotions, like our dads don't have emotions for real. The men don't have emotions.
But I just told you, I was sitting around with 3 black men. They all said, no, you gotta do something right then and there, nigga. Then and there, nigga. You gotta risk it all.
It should each his own, you know what I'm saying? But we all know.
Would you risk it all? And would you teach your children to risk it all?
Hell yeah, if for the right cause.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's that bullshit. Well, what's the right cause, though?
And protection only. Protecting your family. You know
is it ego?
No, that's called it's protection.
So you wouldn't like the whole thing. We're not talking about protection, like actual, like somebody dying. See, this nigga going all around this shit. Not talking about somebody dying. I'm talking about for respect. You know, most of this shit niggas fight over respect.
For sure, you should.
And ego and shit like that. I'm saying, would you risk it all for that?
Your respect?
And ego.
Not ego, respect.
What's the difference?
Nigga, your respect is everything. You can die for that.
That's what I'm. But what's the difference?
You can die for disrespecting somebody.
What's the difference between respect and ego? If I punch you in the face right now, and then you retaliate, are you retaliating out of respect or ego? And what's the difference?
Respect, and the difference is ego is like if nobody punched you and you just start punching them, that's ego.
I'm talking about for the retaliation. So you say you will retaliate off of respect, not ego.
Yes.
You don't think you can stay out of respect and not retaliate at that moment?
Huh?
Can you stay out of respect and not retaliate at that moment?
No.
Damn. See, that's that shit. Like, that's why I told my little brother. I was like, yeah, nigga, you can still have your respect, nigga. Get back at another date, nigga. It's a camera right there. I can't even get you how the way I want to get you.
I mean, you talking about like on something like that, but if somebody like blatantly just like disrespect you, like you gotta like kind of like almost like be willing to die for that, like in a way. Because most people don't just go around disrespecting people, and most people don't tolerate people just walk around disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you a person that they bump into,
I ain't gonna say sit there and just sit. No, nigga, walk the fuck away. Get the fuck out of the situation.
Most people don't disrespect people, bro. Most people have common courtesy, are polite to each other.
Well, I swear to God, that's why I say you gotta leave Detroit.
I said most people. Now you always got your one-offs, you bad apple from the tree, that percentage of people that do that. But in general, most people, you know what I'm saying?
But I say common sense isn't common. You over different level of respect. Like me, like we was talking about, I'm gonna keep bringing this shit up. Hanging up on me on the phone, that's a certain type of disrespect. I don't give a fuck how heated the argument get, bitch. You just hung up. That's like a certain level of disrespect to me. Is like, I swear to God, it was my blood sister. I swear to God. She texted me, I think to this day. I don't know if I unblocked her. I think I may have unblocked her. But now I blocked her. I was like, hey, text me only. You play on the phone too much.
Right.
She hung up on the phone with some sassy shit. I was like, nah, only text from now.
No, I feel
you play on the phone too much. You can't respect my phone, bitch. You don't need to be on it. It's like, we gotta talk. And I was like, text.
Right.
That was like the thing.
For sure, no, I feel it.
But let's get into that. Zodiac sign. Do you believe in that shit?
Nah, I don't really. I mean, I look at it and stuff, but I don't really believe into it. Like, not for real. Cause it's like, if you a man, you and like a woman here, like if you walk up to a woman and be like, "What's your zodiac?" and they look at you weird. Like they like, "Nigga, you know too much about it." That's like women stuff, you know.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Only women like that type of stuff. Like they really, when if you start, your zodiac is this, and they gonna be looking at you like,
you think it's bullshit though?
I mean, some truth in it. For sure it is. For sure. There's a little truth in it. But it's still like all kind of like, you know what I'm saying, perspective. It's all perspective.
Overstood. So, talk about you doing music. I want to know about this. Your top people that you fuck with on the music side. Or like who you listening to right now?
Oh man, that's a good question.
And don't say none of your niggas.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
I feel like people always say me and my niggas.
No, who I'm listening to right now? I ain't gonna lie. I listen to my nigga Rich Rowe right now. I know it says my nigga, but you know what I'm saying, he upcoming in the city. But really, as far as like outside the city, like instrument, I really haven't been really tapped in. Like I like V's. I've been listening to V's. I've been listening to
You got that V's beard.
You got the V's beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, think so. That's what the hoes been telling me. Like, oh man, you look so fine. You looking like V's. I'm like,
Cap the camera.
nah, but it's a little stuff he like. I like that. Of course, my boy Rio. I mean, if you ask me on some Detroit level, I mean Michigan shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about all. Like,
just in general.
What are you listening to?
I'm not really listening to nobody really right now, for real. To be honest, that's why it's so hard. Honestly, it'd be hard. Like even when it's time for me to get the aux cord and play somebody, like I don't even know. Like I don't even know who to play. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm hanging around my sliding friends too much. I gotta go around from fucking lawyers in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. It's that's one song been in my head right now.
What's
that Vine off 1700. I keep that Draco, yeah.
Okay.
I never cared.
Okay.
That never cared.
You say, oh, okay. No, I never really heard that one. The Vine, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Vine off 17 never cared, and then that Chucky boy, Chucky, Chicago, My World.
Chucky boy, check him out. I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah. Those are the two things I just listened to.
Right.
That actually was good. Like they play a lot of shit, but I just like those only two that I got. So like, okay, it's kind of good.
No, I'm gonna check them out. I really just been tapped in because what I used to do, I used to listen to everybody, or I used to listen to a lot of music, and what it was doing was I noticed what it was doing because I'm an artist, and when I would rap, I would try to I would hear they different things and try to I wouldn't even try. It was like I was sounding too much like certain people because unconsciously because I'm listening to them. And I'd be like, then I'd be saying the words they were saying, and it's like I had to stop listening to people. Not because it's just because how my brain absorbs. You know what I'm saying? It absorbs if I'm listening to you a lot or listening to everything a lot. It'll just start taking stuff and doing stuff, and it's like, nah, I need to focus on this. So, yeah,
let's get into this real quick. What made you want to start the compound?
The compound come from years and years and years and years of working and struggling. And I wish I would have did this, honestly. I done had, you know what I'm saying? I done did so much. I done went out in the streets and paid people for spots, doing this, doing that. And the whole time, I could have just been doing it myself. That's one thing I learned, like the whole time. And I had the money for it 30 times. You know what I'm saying? I done blew the money about 50 times. You know what I'm saying? And could have been sitting here investing into this. Like,
I'm telling people. That's why I say the work. Ain't nothing like the work. The work.
Yeah, work, yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people try to pay their way, and they you try to pay like you ever watch a SpongeBob episode? You get them fake ass muscles. You got the muscle suit. You got a muscle suit, so he just looked like the part, but he wasn't actually lifting weights. He couldn't really do shit. So it's like, yeah, I feel like when you pay, you try to put on the fake muscle suit, but I feel like when you put in the work,
right, put the groundwork in, yeah. And what made me start. So it's like, so really, it's been a years of grinding like everywhere in the city, in the basements, everywhere, anything you can name. Me and my people, we were just always there and stuff, just grinding, and then eventually, your vision started to grow. You know what I'm saying? You started to grow. Your stuff you see in front of you started to grow, and you can see stuff better. Like, dang, well, I could do this and do that. But long story short, yeah, just end up finally just putting it together, man. Like it started. Like I know it sounds crazy, but all to do is really start from you got to see yourself there first. Like so, it started with just dreaming, like imagine, like, and that creates culture.
How do you dream when you vividly do you vividly dream, or do you just have the feeling, or do you just go by blind faith?
No.
How do you when you dream? Because I ain't gonna lie, I have a lot of moments like that's what if you my friend, you gotta have blind faith in me. Me and my friend, we had this one idea, so I had no car. We had to go out to Detroit, and I really wanted to shoot something, but it was late at night. And I was like, dang, I ain't gonna have no way back. And I was like, dang. And I was like, yeah, you can come, but we ain't got no way back. And we gotta play it by ear. And I was like, all right, let's get it. And then blind faith, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of shit in this business is just blind faith, like just follow your gut on blind faith type shit. Yeah, I feel like that's me, but how do you go about it?
Yeah, it's definitely like blind faith.
Or do you plan it out? Are you meticulous? How do you do it?
Nah, cause I was taught, like when we was taught like to culture comes from an idea. That's what culture is. It comes from somebody, one person idea. Mm-hmm. So like to give you an example, Mickey Mouse, right? Mickey Mouse is not real. There's no such thing as called Mickey Mouse. No mouse called Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's somebody was sitting in their house one day and was like, I'm going to call this mouse Mickey. He thought of that. That was his idea, right? Mm-hmm. And it became culture. See what I'm saying? So I always think about like, you know what I'm saying, how can I move culture? How can I change? You know what I'm saying? What's a brand new idea ain't nobody thought? You know what I'm saying? That's how I dream and vision myself. So when it comes to the compound, I was like, I'm dreaming like, damn, what's something I ain't never seen nobody, at least I know my hood, you know what I'm saying, do something like this. Let's put this together and do this and do that. And once I started seeing that, saying that, and then I put that ideal in my mind first, and then I put it in the world first, and then culture became behind it. So,
I ain't gonna lie, I've been around a lot of these whole niggas. What's gonna make the compound different from all these other studios?
Just like NATO. Just like NATO here.
What's that?
NATO is like all the like United States, China, you know, they all in agreement with each other. Like NATO, like when something happened, they all go talk to each other. Like basically, they all under one umbrella. Mm-hmm. So all those different countries and stuff, all our allies and stuff, we all under one umbrella. So it's called NATO, and it don't matter who you beef with or what's the smoke or blah blah, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When you come here, we all under one umbrella. Mm-hmm. That's what makes us different. So it don't matter whatever you. So everybody you see here is either, you know what I'm saying. We allies with each other. We family with each other. You see what I'm saying? Nobody here is. You never gonna pull up to the compound and it's never gonna be discomfort for you. It's like pulling up to NATO, like you pulling up to world gathering meetings. See what I'm saying?
Understood. So let's get into this. Shoot, what do you got planned for the future for compound this year? For this year, what do you got planned for the compound?
Well, what I got planned for the future is so my movie on Tubi just dropped 2 a.m. Go check that out. That just came out Saturday, and so I'm heavy promoting on that right now for the next month or 2-3 weeks. 2-3 months. But I got an album coming out called Froze Face, and I got right now. In the next 2 to 3 days, you're going to see 2 videos come out. I put my hard work earning, you know what I'm saying? When I do stuff, I put my hard work time. Like, it became my babies, you know what I'm saying? Chopping up everything in them videos. I got that coming out. And I got a bunch of upcoming artists, too. I got comedians getting ready to come out. My boy Matt, my boy Sway, Baby Mama Gang, you know what I'm saying? I got artists, Cash, Fine Shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's as far as all that's part of under one umbrella of the compound. Podcasts, we already start rolling those last week. We gonna just keep growing. Green screens, we shooting we shooting whatever you want in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it pop. Whatever you desire. Green screens, we doing it. You ain't even gotta go outside like that. We gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Understood. What made you? I ain't gonna hold you. What made you wanna? People. A lot of people say, I don't know. Like maybe I think I'm just around too many bitch niggas. Maybe it's just the bitch niggas. A lot of people they say, HP sounds scary. What made you want to put it in the middle of? A lot of people they told me, this is word for me. I don't think it's that, but I grew up here. But they was like, this in the middle of the hood. What made you want to put it in the middle of HP? I feel like we in the middle of it.
Because first of all, we off of Landmine, we off Woodward. So we off Woodward, we can see international traffic right here. That's first. Second, this is my hood. This is where I'm from. This is where I was born and raised. So it's like a full circle. I used to work downstairs underneath this building. Like I worked downstairs underneath this building for like 3-4 years with my uncle, and we was working hard, and that's a whole nother. So we was doing property management. It's still property management. We had property management, and we did everything under the sun under that umbrella. So it's a full circle to go through life, spin back around 6-7 years later, and then bring it all back.
Let me ask you this: your name's Akeem. How'd you come up with the name Froze?
Froze got us.
And how do you, that shit, like every time I answer the phone with you, every time I think Froze, like that shit is like in my head embedded in me, nigga. Like how did you come up with that? It is catchy. It's catchy as fuck.
So
how'd you come up with that?
Froze come from a long line of. So all right, let me start like this. All right, it didn't start off as Froze. It graduated to Froze. I was always HP King. That was my rap, man. That's who I was. Like, so certain people can see me right now. Like my man's been locked up for a minute. If he ever come home, when he come home, he don't know me as Froze. It's people that don't know me as Froze. Mm-hmm. They only know me as HP King or HP. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when they see, like one time I was doing a show, and this one girl, she knew me, but she didn't know who the fuck Froze was. She was like, I thought I knew you. She like, I thought I knew you. You feel me? She like, but I didn't know who the fuck Froze was. So, but it started as HP King, and then a lot of events that happen in life, right?
How'd
so
you come about HP King?
Just being from HP, just hood shit, just, you know what I'm saying?
HP King.
Okay. Yeah, right.
And
so
then Froze.
Right. So my man's was always into like he was always into like meditating, he was into like hypnosis, like he was into like, you know, he's still into like how can I say, yeah, like hypnotized, hypnosis, like almost like, so in his mind he thought himself as a superhero, you see what I'm saying? So he basically created a universe where, you know, he created a character. He created a complete character, not his name, nothing. He really like into that, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time I would be just watching, you know, so I, you know, still was HP King, and he was, and I never could understand what he mean by it though, you know. But, you know, years down the line, you know, different events just started happening. My man's ended up getting murdered. I was going in and out of jail, calling home. Certain people ain't answering the phone, you feel me? Cold, make you just feel cold, like, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got shit. People do answer the phone, you know, whatever, but like I say, a lot of events happen, right? And then eventually it got to a point where like even like through my relationship with my women, with my girls and stuff, all that shit was, you know, so crazy, I just stopped caring about everything. Even when it came to my music, I was trying to be politically correct in it, like trying to say this, not trying to say that, you know what I'm saying? At the point, it's just like, I don't care about nothing, okay? He really like heart cold froze, like you can, you know what I'm saying? You can bring an ice pick to this boy, you feel me? You ain't getting to my heart no more, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it became, so it graduated to a point where it hit the boiling point, and that's when my music took off. That's when it got better. That's when everything just went through the roof. Because it was like, I was still remembering when my bro on this hypnosis stuff with the character and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He is full character mode. It's like, and me, we sit over here in real life mode trying to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, that's not what this is for. You see what I'm saying? I want to be too. So if you see me, who I am, my girl, or, you know what I'm saying, my people, like at my family house, they don't call me Froze. If I go to my family gathering, I'm not Froze. You see what I'm saying? Froze is a character. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, we came up like that, and then they graduated and got away, and then once it took on a new meaning. It took on a new meaning after, like, especially after I got into my accident. It's like, that's when I had learned, like, you got to be careful with your words, cause then, you know what I'm saying, I really was froze, like really, like, and right now to this day, like, you feel me, like I got nerve damage. I really can't feel my right leg and shit. You feel me, like.
Dang, so you said you went from froze because you couldn't feel nothing, and now, damn, you was in the hospital, you really couldn't feel nothing.
Yeah, like what nerve damage is, right? So if I, like, what I mean by that is, if I stick this whole foot in snow, I wouldn't be able to feel it. It's cold. So right now, my whole leg feel like it's in snow. So you ever feel like, imagine going outside and you sticking your feet.
I watch Mr. Deeds. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like imagine walking outside and putting your feet in snow, blistering snow, and then you walk in and it never unthaw.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I used to, so I'm a certified pest control technician.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then, boom, we can spray houses.
Yeah.
If we get any of those chemicals on us, nerve damage.
Yeah.
One lady, one woman, she got her shit, like her backpack bust.
Damn.
So it went down her back. It didn't get none of that shit, but her boots wasn't closed. Like these boots, imagine open like this. So then, boom, it went in her foot. She said she didn't know it's a 6-month delay. So then 6 months later, she couldn't feel her foot. She thought it was all cool, but it's like, damn, she couldn't feel her foot.
Yeah, damn, yeah.
So then, boom, so it's like the exact same shit.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, nerve damage, you know, fight with it every day, but I'm still thankful to be alive, you know, I'm still, you know what I'm saying, like they be asked, like people ask about my scar all the time, I be forgetting it's there, you know what I'm saying?
What's the new meaning of froze?
The new meaning of froze is not about, so not a new meaning of froze, it ain't just a person. It's not just me. I'm Big Froze. I'm Big Froze. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Froze. Froze Out Records is the, you know what I'm saying, that's everybody. It ain't just me at that point. So you got, you got Tay Froze, you know what I'm saying? You got Tay Froze, you got, you know what I'm saying, Rich Froze, you know what I'm saying? You got You know what I'm saying?
On the
It's
business
different.
side, I'm talking about froze. You said so. Froze in the beginning meant don't feel anything, but then you said you wanted to change the meaning because words got power and everything.
Oh yeah. Well, at this point, ain't no turning back. So it's like that. It's like that's why you pay for your words, basically. You gotta watch what you say because you will pay for them, and you say you ain't no turning back on them. So it's like that's when I learned. Okay, words have. I mean, you can't just. But even though,
Can you put new meanings to it though? I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of people they say dark side. They be like, "Why you dark?" And I was like, "Why dark?" And I was like, "Dark side." And I was like, "I don't know. I just be seeing shit like."
but most people always thought it was about jury, thinking it's about jury because I like to write. I like to have jury on write jury. So a lot of people thought automatically thinking about
Oh, you
jury.
gotta make a song about that shit.
But even though it's cool, you know what I'm saying. So Froze got a lot.
Fuck that, nigga. You gotta make. I'm telling you now, nigga, you gotta make a song about that shit.
What's that?
Nigga, Froze, because it gotta be a good paying song, but you gotta have a nice hook on that bitch.
Yeah. So the way I look at Froze, it got 30 like a periodic table. It got 32 elements on the periodic table. You know what I'm saying? That's what Froze is. It got 32 elements to it. So, but the meaning now, it's always the same. You know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying? Never, you know what I'm saying? Keep that heart cold. Keep it. You know what I'm saying? Don't never show vulnerability, man. That's what it. You know what I'm saying? It mean. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Stand up for yourself.
That was a segue question. I had a question written down. So, what is your definition of a man? Like, how do you become a man? I feel like there's a lot of boys and they trying to chase some shit. Like, I be seeing that shit so much, and then I just be like, I be trying to because I feel like a lot of niggas they go in the wrong directions with shit. Like they try to a lot of niggas they say if you ain't catch a body you ain't a man. A lot of niggas say if you ain't in the prison you ain't a man. A lot of people say if you ain't fucked a whole bunch of bitches you ain't a man. So now I want to know what's your definition of a man? Like you think certified.
It's funny how you said about jail and stuff, because now I'm thinking of when I got locked up in St. Louis, East St. Louis.
I got a nigga, he got locked up. You know this nigga, Maine, back door?
No, I don't know. I was just in and out and just got caught up in that city. But when I was there, I spent like 3-4, maybe like a month there or whatever, months would change. But when I was there, my cellie was 18 and he had a murder one. Right? And all the young niggas in that rock had murder ones. They all was like 18, 19. And it was about like 6, 7 of them, like 8 of them were murder ones.
How much time they give them for that?
They was in the county just fighting. They hadn't even went to court and get stuff.
Oh, so you wasn't in the St. Louis prison. You was in St. Louis jail.
Yeah, I'm in the jail. I'm just in the county jail.
Oh, cool.
And my cellie, he was 18. He was 18, and I'll never forget it, bro. He was and he had a murder one. You know what I'm saying? He facing life. He facing life at 18. And he I seen how he would go older niggas in their crime about they little case. They going home in a couple months, maybe even a couple years, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen how he got a murder one, and he the calmest one. He didn't hear talking to the old niggas coming here crying to us, crying to him, crying. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what a man was like. He say at the end of the day, when you touch, like he say, when you touch this stuff, ain't nobody gonna help you. You feel me? Like this grown man business, basically. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? You understand grown man business. And yeah, taking care of your mama, taking care of your kids, having money in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? A man take care, and me, all this to sum it up in one word, a man is accountable. Flat out. Like we say yes, something happened. You know, the best way I started looking at life too though, when something happened wrong to me or anything go wrong, you know what that was on me. That was my fault. I should have never, even if it's not my fault, I still find a way to put it on myself.
I feel like this nigga took this from me last night, nigga. I feel like you took. Did we say this last night?
Yeah, a little bit, but no, I really find a way to blame myself, even if it's not my fault. I find a way to blame myself.
Yeah, it'd be certain shit you didn't pay attention to.
That nigga
was and then you right there.
And you start to look at things different. Like you right, it ain't nobody else's fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You right. I did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what a man is, accountability to me for real. If you sum it up in one word, But.
Let me ask you this: how do you think you can become a successful? How do you think what makes success out here?
Success, family.
If you think the top things you need to become successful, what do you think it is?
A family. You need a family.
You think so?
Yes, you have to have a family.
Yeah, that means you said, I ain't gonna lie, I had an interview before you. Like, nigga said, damn, you ain't got no loved ones. You ain't got no family.
Yeah. And like, what is a family?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to say. Like,
what is a family?
Why do you say family? Like,
do you know
successful people out here that made it?
Do you know what a family is, though?
Like define it.
Man, woman, children.
Yeah, niggas I'm doing that shit. Like,
so that means your mom and dad is not you are an extension of that nigga. This is basically his family. And if you don't ever build a family off, your daddy nut says basically, you ain't got no family.
I get you too.
Because when you go fill out, what do they ask you? A family, right? Man, women, children. They not saying granddaddy, my motherfucking mom.
But I ain't gonna lie, you know, like this is like what they call it. Niggas call it. I'm gonna make a documentary on the shit. The hood cycle, nigga. Hood cycle, nigga. Mom at work and dad, who gives a fuck? Boom. You with grandma, nigga. That's how the shit go. You with granny, nigga. Like.
But in general,
the hood cycle, nigga.
When we say when they ask you questions like, how many in the household? What's the family? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about when we ask man, women, children?
I swear to God, it was grandma. It was granny.
No.
I'm telling you, like, it's a hood
when we
cycle.
say family, we're talking about man, women, children.
I'm telling you, bros. Like, how you say you grew up in the era, like, the cameras for those people?
Right.
I'm telling you, all the YNs, 18-year-old, they was murderers and shit. Like it's a new wave of shit out here. It's like, I slept on it last night. I was like, yeah, it's a new wave of fucked up shit. And I think, like they say, like, this is like a funny thing. They say, like, people grow up their whole lives saying, oh, I don't want my kids to be fucked up. I don't want my kids to be fucked up. I don't want my kids to be fucked up. So they get up and they try to build this shit up so, like, this way. And then, guess what? By the time they got kids, guess what it is?
What's that?
It's a whole new version of fucked up that they don't know nothing about.
Right.
So they trying to stop him from becoming a crackhead or a bum or something like that. Right. And now he a homosexual and listening to them, and they wasn't preparing him for this. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Now he's sexually confused or something like that. Not saying nothing wrong with it, with LGBTs and nothing like that, but I'm saying sexually confused.
Right.
Right. Boom. It's like, now he's like, you know what I mean?
Right. No, I definitely mean like you steer them from one evil and you can steer them to another evil type of thing.
Yeah, so I'm saying from I forgot what we was talking about. What we was talking about?
You saying like how people, you know,
I'm saying the family. I'm saying family has changed. I'm saying the new fucked up these days is like
family has never changed.
It's changed though.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, like, ask them 18-year-olds in there, like, who the fuck like really care. And then I swear to God,
family has never changed. Listen, okay, you can try to change the definitions of the word of family, but family is always going to be a man, woman, children. So you can try to like say, oh, hey, this the new. No, that's not a family. We don't know what that is.
I ain't going.
We don't know what
do you find this family? So you say
man, women, and children.
That's crazy as fuck though.
That is a family.
But you know, most niggas ain't got the man part.
No, because most men don't got a woman.
Nah, fuck that. No, nigga.
Well, no, most women don't got a man either.
Exactly. What the fuck we talking about now? We gotta be real, my nigga. These niggas get this podcast and just say anything.
No. You definitely. Most women don't have a man. That is to be true.
That's what I'm saying.
Most women.
These are numbers, nigga.
We know that.
Like 80% of black children have no other parent. 80-70%.
But I'm saying though, they don't have a parent because
I don't know if it's just a black woman. I don't know. It may be black dad or just black woman. But I think it's all woman.
Bro, do you know it's an epidemic of niggas that's not getting no pussy, no ass? You know that, right?
I mean,
no. Yeah, what?
Is it? I mean, I believe
you ever seen the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I don't think
that was about a what? A man.
Is that true?
What was that about?
That was a joke, though.
No.
Some niggas was living
that's not a joke.
They felt that shit to the
heart. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. People live that is for real.
That ain't real, nigga.
Bro, I can name you. Bro, what are you talking about? This is
I
can beat you on the numbers on this. You want to give? I can beat you on the numbers on that.
Time out. I believe.
They report. Hold on, real fast. They report 3 out of 10 men report not having sex or haven't been sexually, you feel me, in years or in a year. Like, men don't get pussy, bro. Cause men, you gotta think about men, bro.
A year?
Yeah, it's documented, bro.
That's 7. Nigga, 7 out of 10 getting it.
No.
Oh, you said 7 out of 10
ain't getting it.
Oh.
This is documented, bro.
They bullshitting.
And no,
I be capping.
And they saying women, right? They saying women is the most. They haven't sex. They fucking though. They saying women fucking like a motherfucker though. They say even the babies, the girls, the 17, 18-year-olds. That you feel me? They even saying they reporting more sex than normal. You see what I'm saying?
I'm saying they not fucking.
But they not fucking the 18-year-olds. Like an 18-year-old girl is not fucking an 18-year-old boy.
That's normal, nigga.
So who she's fucking?
Women always go older, dudes always go lower. That's normal.
But I'm saying, okay. So right, who's the 18-year-old boy fucking then?
18-year-old boy? No, this is like normal shit.
I'm asking you, who's the 18? If the 18-year-old girl counterpart is not fucking him, how is the 18-year-old getting pussy? Who's he's fucking?
The 18-year-old is gonna fuck.
Who's the male 18-year-old fucking right now?
Okay. You got time out. Okay, if you want to really think about, you want to sit down at this shit?
Go ahead.
All right, we can sit down at this shit. All right, look, the 18-year-old is fucking. He got 18-year-old. You gotta think these days. Think realistically, nigga.
I am.
18
I'm
these
trying
days.
to. I'm trying to.
We treat these kids like fucking black people, especially. We treat our kids like fucking pets.
No,
like,
we don't.
No, time out. They treat them like pets. Like they're not gonna grow older. So 18 dude out here that has no fucking skills, no paint. Who the fuck you think he gonna be fucking? Probably
Nobody.
No. Probably the ugly, dusty, crusty bitch.
No, she don't want him.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Bro.
Stop
the
it.
dusty 18-year-old girl do not want the dusty 18-year-old boy.
Why these baby daddies all broke and disgusted, nigga?
Because they have babies by older men.
Fuck out it. No, I'm saying broke. Older men got bread, nigga. I'm saying the 18-year-old ain't got that pay. I'm saying he fuck it, the little ugly bitch or the little he getting
Okay,
lucky.
maybe one of them, but we talking about 18s across the board. All 18-year-olds, you feel me? The average 18-year-old dude is not just out here slanging dick, gang. He might get off here and there, like you say on some dust shit, but he ain't got that nigga ain't whipping out that.
No, you say not once a year, nigga. That's the thing. Once
It's even worse than that. They don't even get it in 1 year. They saying they say reported not having sex in like within a year, like past a year. They basically saying they ain't had sex in a year.
And you can, we don't promote prostitution, but you couldn't pay. Like, come on now, you gotta think.
No, people don't. You know, people believe in God, bro.
Huh?
People believe in God. They don't go that route. They just regular people. Just regular people that's not trying to go in that lane. They just might not have enough sauce to talk to the girl. You know what I'm saying? I know
it ain't sauce. I ain't got sauce.
It ain't about the sauce. It's about
I went to Las Vegas. I wanted the sauce. You got a whisper in there 304? 304? Oh, no? Oh, yeah? All right, boom. I wanted the sauce.
That nigga
304?
That nigga 304?
Exactly, nigga. Come on, nigga. I learned this. You get the sauce, nigga. That's all you got to do is say,
that's what my channel is. My channel is if we support them. If we want men to get more.
What's the price?
We want men to get more active. Like, stop being a lame, bro. Get up and get some hoes. Like, that's what we on, bro. If you a nigga don't get no hoes, if you come around me, you don't get no hoes, I'ma put 30 bitches in your face on purpose, gang. On God, you gonna be mad.
That's fucked up.
No, I'm gonna be like, no, come here. I'm gonna come grab you. Like, no. You gonna want to stop hanging with me. You gonna be like,
time out.
You gonna want to stop hanging with me. You gonna be like, you be putting me on the spot, man. I don't like that. Like,
wait.
So
So you saying the 18-year-old today? Because you talking about the YNs. You talking about my
I
generation.
got young niggas that's not. They not fucking like what you thinking. They not.
I understand that part.
They might get it every now and then, but like there's certain like sectors where niggas do get off like that, like older niggas that's like 18, 19, 20. Like yes, it is that sector, small sector of those niggas that do get off like because they just into shit. But we talking about the average 18-year-old guy. I mean, look, bro, just graduate high school.
I mean, that's
prime. Prime getting ready to come up right now. Go look at your average 18-year-old. He's not slinging dick.
Even on prom night, nigga.
Even on prom night.
You fucked.
Well, okay. He might get off on prom night. I don't know. I might be reaching right there, but I'm just saying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you get
I
the
got
point.
stand up all the way in. You saying we just catching murder charges with no pussy? Fuck.
Yeah.
That shit sound
That's
lame. That's a
nigga,
lame life, nigga.
bro. My little nigga who
It's real though, for sure. I know it's real for sure. I know it's real.
Look, bro, my little nigga that was in who I got locked up with the St. Louis 18-year-old murder. That nigga really didn't have sex before, bro. And I had to I would tell him the stories of the bitches I done fuck, like all my bad bitches, you feel me? I had to tell this nigga the stories of the bitches and shit. He like, damn, word, you feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm just giving him story after story, like, man, hell yeah, me and my nigga, we was over here doing this one time. I remember one time we was,
That's
feel me?
I thought if it's some YNs watching this shit right now, and then some young
YNs
niggas watching this shit right now, or young people watching this shit right now, young dudes, you saying they ain't getting shit, boom, how can they finesse their way into doing it, getting it?
Well, always start, with your purpose. Always start, what I'm saying, whatever, like what we started in the beginning of the interview, always start with, I'm saying, go in that dark, quiet room, think of an idea, see how you see yourself. You want to be on the movies? Do you want to be a construction worker? Do you want to be, you know what I'm saying? But once you think about that, then think about the next step. Think about being bigger. Like, okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm breaking my little boundary this year. I'm fucking off the camera page.
Then the next thing, once you do that, once you think about buying a house or getting a house, you think about getting a mansion. Always think big. Whatever you do, and if you get one mansion, think, all right, I got to get another mansion. I got to get 2 mansions now. Okay. So you start there. First start with getting your plan together, getting your idea together on what you want to do.
Mr. Flowers, this has nothing to get in pussy. What does this have to do with it?
I got you. Once you get that together, you start getting the money, because the woman ain't gonna mess with you. You ain't got no money, it's over. That's the reason why a lot of dudes they not getting to play. Because a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, do we gotta go there?
You can fuck without the bread, bro.
You missing the point.
You gotta be a certain type of nigga.
We talking about consistent pussy.
You said what?
Consistent. If you want to get consistent pussy, not just
like
once every fucking year. No, like you get pussy once every 2 years.
I'm saying.
I know niggas like that. I seen niggas like that with my own fucking eyes. They can't lie to me. I seen niggas that do that before. I seen a nigga fuck a bitch 1 year and didn't fuck another bitch for like 2 more years. I seen it. I seen this shit with my own eyes. No,
shut the fuck up, dude. like you been checking in on that nigga. Fuck
hey, fuck yeah. Hey, I seen this shit with my own 2 eyes. Okay, no cap. Okay. But honestly, that's the grand scheme of it. You just gotta get your bread together. So I'm gonna break it down for you. Feel me?
All right, so you say get the bread.
Gotta start there. Getting your vision right, and then you gotta have a plan. Because once you on the road to getting your money, going to your vision, you gonna meet girls on the road. They gonna see you. You feel me? They gonna see you on your path.
Sure.
So, but if you ain't on your path and they see that, they gonna be like, they either have sex with you, but they not calling you back. They'll have sex with you. Yeah, you fine. Yeah, y'all. They see what you got in your bank. Oh yeah, we can go have sex. They have sex with you, not calling you back, and that's what you don't want, because you want to keep your whole. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep things in. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, you gotta don't never listen. Don't let no woman tell you, oh man, you gotta keep your stuff in your. As a man, you gotta. You feel me? We gotta motherfucking be a man and experience different women. Because I'm gonna give you the reason why. I know it sounds crazy, right?
What is it?
I know I said crazy, but when you meet your girl who you really want, you gonna know how to do what you do with women. She gonna love you for it. Like, where you learn this from? She gonna think you learned it from your brothers and your cousins growing up. She gonna think you learned it from your dad and your mom. Not knowing you learned this from what? Just dealing with girls. So yeah.
Hell no, I thought you teaching my niggas some whole shit. Hold up.
No, I'm saying like you gotta savage motherfucker. You gotta savage these hoes out is what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? You gotta savage shit out. You don't jump in the game, and as soon as you my young boys, you 18, 19, don't jump in the game and you tender dick and bust real fast. Don't do that, bro. Don't jump in nothing and don't bust nothing no fast and get married when you young. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that's just my advice from 30. You feel me? 30, you feel me? And I almost slipped up a couple times, you know what I'm saying, my whoops. You know what I'm saying? But I did appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
You can have a kid. How you feel about it?
I'm getting ready to have a kid. I feel good at 30, man. At 30, I feel good, man. I feel like it's like
you gonna sit down?
Like, what you mean by sit down? Like, I'm definitely like not gonna be like I'm not like.
Nigga, settle down.
I'm gonna marry my woman and stuff, right? Eventually, but to say like
fuck that. This is that podcast. I'm on your
I am a man at the end of the day. I want everybody to know. No.
Wait, ring on that girl, god damn it.
I'm gonna do that in general because it's just kids involved. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put a ring on that girl. Even do it the black way. Do it while she's still pregnant.
No. Everything I do is strategic. So like me at 30, I always said I'm gonna have kids at 30. I always said it. This is what I mean by see yourself, see your vision. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be living dangerously through life. You know what I'm saying? I always said at 30, I don't care who it was. It could have been.
That's fucked up. Don't listen to this nigga, y'all. Don't listen to this nigga, y'all. I swear to God, y'all, don't listen to this nigga, y'all. I don't care who it is.
Hey, somebody catching these babies. You know what I'm saying?
That's
From here,
fucked up. That's fucked
from
up.
30 to 40, it's a wrap. It's a baby every year. We smacking them.
That's fucked up. So what? You just telling her like, hey, look, you can stay around for the next year, girl, but it's coming out.
It's coming out regardless.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's coming out regardless. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's.
But no, yeah,
fucked up.
it's amazing feeling. Getting ready to have a baby at 30. So yeah, it's like I said, it's good because it's what I always plan. It's what I always envision, honestly.
Is it an age too late to you thought in your mind? Because my mom's still picking that shit out, and I'm like, Mom, why?
Well, for a man, yeah, because when I was talking with my partner and shit, we was breaking it down like when it become a number game.
Yeah, what's the latest for you?
30.
30. That's the latest for babies.
That's the latest. Well, I'm saying, I started at 30, but my latest will be 40. I'm done at 40. That's why I say from here to 40. Babies, then they're gonna come dinner every once a year or every other year, and then 40, I'm done. So that's about 10 years, 10 babies.
Thanks, so you just want a lot of kids.
Hell yeah, 10 years in, and I plan to have. I plan like so. I say like my first 5 years, I plan to be like in like a minor little, you know what I'm saying. But by the time I get to that 10th kid, I plan to be in a mansion. You got me fucked up at 40 years old. You think I'm about to be around here playing with niggas? You think I'm about to be sitting here lollygagging? You think I'm be sitting here in these little ass Detroit houses somewhere? And no. I got cousins. I got motherfucking cousins. I know niggas right now, 40, 41, 42 different mansions, bro. So that's not no far ass goal. Like, hell no, and that's only 10 years. So it's like, but you know. To each his own. Like it's all about how you going about life at the moment.
I get you. Let me ask you this: is for people that don't see that shit, like, cause there's some people that don't see the mansion part, like people that don't see that part. What's the motivation or like steps you can find for them like that don't see that shit?
You saying?
Cause like even with me on my something that turned me up on this camera shit.
What's that?
It was my I seen this one dude. It was I seen a couple dudes. They was like sweet camera niggas. And then my brother, he's like, Mark, you can make, this dude's doing the same thing you're doing, making 100,000 easily. And then they, with the Tubi movies, he's like, Tubi movies making 60,000. It's like, he said some crazy shit. He said, but they millionaires.
Okay.
Off Tubi, they millionaires off this. And this dude doing this on podcast. My brother's like, oh, really? I was like, oh, it's him? I was like, oh, crazy. Because it's like, you know somebody and then you just don't like somebody like tell you about their bank account or like their business. Like,
right, yeah.
I don't be knowing that type of shit. I don't be like pocket watching and shit like that.
Right.
Shit. That's peep my shit to be like.
Right.
But me, it's like, yeah. So it's just like, yeah. But if I didn't see that, I wouldn't think it's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So then, boom. What's something if somebody that don't see it? How do you still stay motivated?
If you don't see it, how do you stay motivated? That's a good question because I never really kind of like looked at it like that. Like I always looked at things larger than life, like bigger than me. So if I go outside, even when I was a kid, I see like a big ass like building. Like you go outside, you see the skyscraper, you go downtown, you look, and you like the first thing I always thought was, I can build this. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you seen stuff in your life. You don't have to have nobody personally. You done seen somebody run down the street with that bingo, nigga gotta, you feel me? You seen that. And that's all it's for to take, like, is for you to envision yourself in that car. So I remember one time, I remember when I didn't have a car and I was walking and stuff, I used to always see myself as like, I used to always say, I never hated on nobody. I never been like, man, I ain't got no car. I always was like, I'm gonna give me one of them one day. You feel me? I'm gonna have something like this one day, you know? Mm-hmm. Every time be like, man, I can't wait to get that. You feel me? I'm gonna be in that one day. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna have something nice for myself. Just almost like a stand positive thing. So back to your question, do you have to see it to believe it? Do you see air? Do you believe that? Simple, you know what I'm saying?
Overstood. So then
you don't have to see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you have to see it. I feel like it's an excuse. I didn't see it when I grew up. That's an excuse.
You a nerd?
Am I a nerd?
Like you watch the comic books, Marvel?
Nah, I really don't really mess with the. I watch the movies and everything. Marvels and but I really ain't too deep into it.
For sure. Fashion wise, you into anything big fashion wise?
Nah, I'm just really starting to jump into the little fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up rocking white tees, black tees. You know, my niggas. But nah, I'm starting to get into the fashion. I'm starting to actually get into I like the Dior's. You know what I'm saying? I like Fendi. I like Ferragamo. I like Ferragamo. Ferragamo is a good brand.
You know something? It's my most recent interview right now with Mo P. You know something that turned me off of it?
What's that?
It was the fucking. He said this shit. So he said he was chilling with like rich friends, like $300 million, like all the kids rich, doing all that dumb shit, right? So then boom, they in the next room like chilling, right? And then he was saying, he's like, they was chilling, right? And then there's another dude, it was a gay dude, and then he's like, hey, who is him? And then he was like, oh, that's a dude for Louis Vuitton or something like that, Gucci. And then he's like, oh, and he's like, but all these dudes is gay, and they designed all this shit. And then he said from that day forward, I did not like Gucci or Louis or something like that, because I was like, because the dude that made it was like gay, and he made it for gay men.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see how
you got any opinion on that?
Not too much, because you can't really win a gay argument, when you talking about that type of, you can't really win that argument, you know what I'm saying?
Even I ain't gonna lie, the interviewer before me said it was homophobic, and I was like, is it?
I mean...
Because me, I'm thinking about, imagine if they hand did it to you, though, they just, I like the way this spits in your ass.
No.
Exactly. Imagine if it's like, he made this shit for you, it's like, now walk on this for me. I'm thinking about it like that in my head.
Yeah, no, we not playing those games, but
that's what I'm thinking about it.
Oh, when you think about designer clothes, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's how I've seen it.
You think about gay designers, basically.
Yeah, I'm thinking like they made this handpicked for me. Oh, yeah, I like the way this fits in your ass.
I mean, I can see how it is. I see how I can think about that, but to each his own on it. People, have different opinions.
You still fuck with it? Don't matter to you.
I mean, I'm not really into clothes, so to me, I really don't. I put it on because shit, honestly, this is what the hoes like for real.
Back to that interview before. So with Mo P, he said something crazy too. He said it was like with those people. He's like, that nigga was like, the kids was doing stupid shit. Like everybody was living off this old dude, right? He had like Al Capone's cars and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like worth millions and shit like that. So then it was like he was sitting in there, not Al Capone, El Chapo. Or one of them big gangsters, nigga. So then, boom, he was like sitting in there, and then guess what he was wearing?
What's that?
Some Levi's and just a regular fucking tee.
Right.
When you get rich, are you gonna stunt, flex, or are you gonna be humble?
No, I'm definitely stunting on niggas. It's a rap. Niggas definitely gonna feel.
What's some stunt like? I feel like
niggas gonna definitely feel my wrath. They gonna definitely feel that shit. They gonna feel it in their stomach. When they mad, I'm gonna make them madder.
Matter. No, what's the
I'm not being humble at all. Fuck that shit.
What's the reason, and then what's some things that you're gonna do, like that you're gonna do?
Off top, if I got rich, I don't know. I don't really have them type of fantasy dreams because it's like I'm more of a morally person. I just really I just want to have moral. I want to be morally in tank. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go into these games, this rich game, the first thing I would do, of course, the normal moral shit about family crib. First thing I would do is I would do a.
You talking about flexing shit, nigga?
I will get a big arena somewhere, and I will have all my young niggas that ever worked with me, you feel me, in this music shit, whatever we did, and I would throw a big ass concert. All my niggas froze out with, and then we stunting on niggas so fucking hard because they gonna be mad like, who is this nigga?
Alright, you gonna make niggas shoot us up.
Alright.
That's the first thing I heard in my mind. Them niggas gonna hate. I know them niggas gonna hate. That's what niggas do when they hate. That the nigga with the gun is probably the hating ass nigga that couldn't get no bitches that day. I'll tell you, that's the nigga with the gun.
I'm gonna make a big ass arena. I'm gonna get Ella, and you feel me? You feel me? We don't be Little Caesar Arena. You feel me? Some real money. Put that shit on everywhere for everybody to see, like, so everybody can hate at one time.
Something in the local news right now. Bobby Smurder, they're saying his tickets only sold 10 tickets per city. What do you think about that?
Bobby Smarter sold 10 tickets per city.
He had to cancel his tour.
Damn, Bobby. I think Bobby G. Smurd. Nah, I just feel like we still recording?
Yeah.
It's in this game right here, you can't have no feelings like that. You just gotta get back to you. I always think of reinventing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Always reinvent. So if Bobby, you know what I'm saying, if I'm Bobby and my tickets only sold to 10 tickets or whatever case, low sales, I'ma reinvent myself. All right, well let's switch that lane. Let's try to go back to this lane. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's go work with this person. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Reinvent yourself. Keep coming out with more ideas. Keep having that idea. You know what I'm saying? Keep creating culture. You know what I'm saying? Like when you threw the hat in the air and you was that was culture. Feel me? You created culture. Keep creating that culture. Stop looking around and seeing what everybody else doing. No, get into your mind and see your vision.
So they saying that nigga fell off basically. He don't know what coach. He ain't trying to make new wave on the coaching.
Right.
He just like trying.
I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he got out of prison and now he trying to see what's new. Like,
I mean, we don't know in person, but we can only, you know what I'm saying, spectate. And
yeah,
if I had to spectate, you feel me? And you tell me that's what, then yeah, it's like you looking around trying to see who. Okay, should I come this way? Should I rap? Like, bro, you the one that threw the hat in the area. Everybody following you, and that's a lot of times. That's what happens too. People lead and people become leaders, and they don't be wanting it. They have the crown, they have the throne, they got the torch, and they, you know what I'm saying, people rather pass it off to their mans. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you the one that got the torch, though. So yeah, that's what I would say. You know.
Let me ask you this. I feel like that's like a proverb. They say like the leaders like mainly don't. The best leaders are the niggas that don't want to be leaders. The worst leaders are the ones that want to be leaders so bad.
Yeah, but like even when
to be a good leader, what does it take?
Okay, to be a good leader, right? So it's this show on Netflix where it's called it's like a documentary series, and it's called Medal of Honor, and it was about, you know, the documentary, but basically people testify to what people did on the battlefield that probably died, or sometimes they survived. Mm-hmm. So say like if it's me and you, and it's like 10 people outside, like me, and I'm leading us, right, and I run and do something that save all y'all, but I die, right, mm-hmm. and y'all survive. Y'all gonna be able to tell that story like, nah, y'all, it's documented, like it goes through like Congress, it goes through a lot of paperwork to feel me, be like, no, this nigga really left, and you get a Medal of Honor, and if you get that badge of honor, that's the highest award you can achieve in the ranking for, that's the highest honor. Everybody,
nigga, you gotta die for everybody.
No, you could be a nigga that survived. Like there's people that survived that got it, cause they did something out. They went beyond the call of duty. That's what they say. You went beyond the call of duty. Like, all right, it's one thing we asked you to shoot at a nigga and all that, but we ain't asked you. Like, you went beyond. You done went over there, jumped on the building, jumped over here, then came back.
We didn't kill one building.
And then there's people that testify like, we seen this nigga. Like, we seen him, like, run. Yeah. People and niggas. But you know the people that do survive, you know what they say when they get, you know what they say? What? They don't even be wanting it. They don't want the, because they be inside. They like, I'm here and all my, you know, my whole team died. Like, I don't want this medal. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think like the most, like, so I just got my CPO. When I got my CPO, guess what the dude told me?
What's that?
He said, all right, every time in a gun battle, or really in any war, I want to let you guys know this. This does not mean a get out of jail free card. This means a take me to jail card. As soon as you shoot it, you murder somebody, you have to go to jail, and then boom, you have to go through the courts to make sure it's self-defense and all that shit, right? So then boom, he's basically saying there are no winners in war. There's only levels of losing in a gun battle.
For sure.
They lose their life, and you got to go through the courts right now to make sure it's self-defense.
For sure.
So then boom, so I think like that's like the most controversial thing. Do you agree with that?
I mean,
levels of losing. There are no winners in war. Only levels of losing.
Nah, I disagree.
How so?
There's winners and losers to everything. Winners and losers to life. It's winner and loser to war.
But in war, it's levels of losing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, nobody will disagree on that. Of course, you're going to lose. Like I was saying, like the Medal of Honor, they might lost 10, 15 dudes, but they just saved 100 people. Mm-hmm. So you got the Medal of War of Honor. You are the person that saved 100 people, but guess what?
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes me think about it. That's how I think.
Like,
it really ain't no winners in war. I love you ever read the book? It's called the book, The Art of War.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love that shit so much.
Hell yeah, The Art of War.
That shit so much.
48 Laws of Power.
Like people, they be wondering, like, cause I be doing my camera shit. I be going everywhere with everything and they be wondering, like, you ain't never had to do no street shit. And it's like, no, nigga, I read The Art of War. Nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
If the moment you think you gotta kill somebody, the moment you think you gotta use your gun.
Well, your gun.
The moment you gotta use it, you fucked up. You been fucked up. You fucked up way before you have to go there.
But when I hear a gun, bro, I don't think of it like a physical gun.
What you mean?
I don't think of a physical gun when I think of a gun. I think of like I think of it like theoretically, like not theoretically. I can't think of the word, but like your mind can be a gun. Because niggas' minds are guns out here. Believe
I'm saying if it ever gets to the point where it's violent, you lost.
I mean, yeah.
That's me in my head. Once it get violent, it's just lovers are losing.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's just lovers are losing.
Of course of that.
Like that's all it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
that's
sure.
what I mean when I say war. That's what war is to me.
Yeah.
You was thinking like more like on like what type of war we thinking about?
No, we talking about the same war. No, we talking about the same war. I was just saying more so like when you gotta pick up your gun, we gotta lose. But nigga, I ain't gonna lie, it's war and bro, niggas.
Yeah, that's the only war. Now I ain't gonna lie. I think I wrote that shit like down a minute ago. Like that's the only type of war I even like know of.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. That's just like that may be a fucked up. I'm realizing I got like fucked up things.
No,
I grew up in the hood. I got like fucked up things.
It's only one war, and it's a spiritual war. That's the only war we fight out here.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
But it's physical for sure. It turned physical for sure.
That you wanna know why racism not real?
Why so?
You know how I know you never experienced you never experienced racism because it's not real. You know how I know it's not real? Because God said the only war is spiritual. I fight all your other battles. So all that racism and all that, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Real shit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's racist and no, he's just evil. It's good and bad, good and evil. That's the only war we ever been fighting is good and evil. We don't fight a racial war. We don't fight black and white. That's not a thing.
In your mind, what's the good people on? What they on these days, and what the evil people on these days?
Good people, good. Good is always on the side of righteousness. Evil is always evil.
I mean, what's the agenda these days? I feel like a lot
what's
of people
the evil agenda?
Evil people agenda
I think
this these days. A lot of people say the good people agenda is on this and these days.
Personally, I think it's agenda. The evil agenda is trying to like in a way send evilness through women in a way we haven't seen it before.
You on some crazy shit.
No, you can't say that.
You on some crazy. You on some other shit right now, my nigga. If you was anybody else, I'll sit down with you, but like, nah, you on some other shit, my nigga.
I would say just women in particular.
You say women? How they going through women?
I wouldn't say it's women in particularly, right?
But how they doing it? You said women. I know you believe in that. Like, how so?
Evil has always been attached with the woman, right? So let's talk about the greatest story ever been told, Adam and Eve, right? Can we talk about it real fast? Can we talk about it?
Go about it.
Adam and Eve, right? This is why this is the greatest story ever told. Because it don't matter what religion you from, it don't matter where you at, this story still remains true. Correct? The Adam and Eve still remains true. It don't matter what religion.
What's your take on it?
So, and this is funny too. So right. One day, God give Adam and Eve a set of orders what to do. Woo, this is your set, right? But when God is talking to Adam, God is telling Adam, you is to never, ever follow a woman to nowhere. I don't care.
Oh, he fucked up more than one way.
I don't care if I don't care where you go in life.
You never follow a woman. She always to follow you. Period, point blank, period. Right? Boom. Everybody understood it. One day, Eve go to the store. A man approached Eve. Right? I'm bringing this down to our level so we can understand it. She goes to the store. A man approached Eve like,
Nah, nigga, say it. How you want to say it?
yeah, I got you.
All
Right. The man approached Eve, and he like, damn, Eve, you looking fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, what you got, a man?
This is the Detroit fucking Adam and Eve. This the hood Adam and Eve. All right, look. Keep going. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna chop this up. All right, go. This the hood Adam and Eve, y'all. Let's go. So Eve was going to the store.
She like, I'm gonna go get some groceries and stuff. And you know, we playing the game. You know, we just on 2K and shit. We chilling. And she goes, you know, we living good under our umbrella. And she goes to the store, and then a man comes to her like, man, you know, I can put you, man. Hey, listen, bro, I can turn you up, bro. Like, shit, what you got, a man over there? Well, that nigga a daddy boy. That nigga be listening to his daddy. Oh, come on, man. You can be your own woman. I can give you your money. You can be independent with your own house. You ain't gotta listen to him. You ain't gotta make him no dinner. You ain't gotta clean that floor. We get it made for you to clean the floor. And she like, nigga, hell no, man. I'm going back. Man. You tripping, bro. Get away from me, right? She go back to the crib, tell Adam, I just got all the food, but, you know, while I was there, this one dude pulled up on me, right? Adam still playing the game. And then Adam stopped like, hey, you see that man again, you call me. You get away from that nigga. You hear me? Yeah, she still talking. Hey, you heard me? If you see that man again, you call me. Okay, I will. Boom. I don't get to play the game. You feel me? Get back to chilling, playing the game. Another month pass by. She see the same nigga. Right? See the same nigga. She see the same nigga. He come to her again. Damn, bro, you still on that bullshit, bro. You feel me? I told you, bro. Look, we pulled up in the vet, man. Look, man, you see the Ruchis on this plate, man. We clean, man. Look at my whole team. We froze. You feel me? She like, man, he is kind of right. That nigga is a daddy boy. He do look, and who she talking about daddy? She talking about God, because you a man of God, right? That's what they're talking about when he calling him a daddy's boy. Like, you listen to your daddy, because, you know, men that listen to God, we view them niggas as like, you know, it's corny basically. Like, you're a buzzer. You listen to, so that's what he is, right, man? He is with all this, you know what I'm saying? I do want to live life and be free, right? Boom, took the deal. Right there on the spot. Walked into the house. Looks at him. Hey, it's either get down or lay down. And then Adam jump up like, wait, what's going on? Wait, you just went to the store to get some milk. What's going on? He forget that he told her this story. You feel me? He forget that he even told her this thing. And then she, oh no, I'm good now. I got my own money now. I got my own house. I went to school. I don't need you. Yeah, you can leave. Right? This when the story get crazy though.
This nigga done turned my podcast into some misogynistic person shit.
We speaking Bible real fast. We gotta switch up. But this one the story gets even wilder.
I'm on it.
Because I don't think people understand this story. This one to get wilder. And he was like, dang, E, didn't I tell you to stay away from that dude? He like, no, I'm good. No, I got a new leader. You feel me? No, you good. You can bounce. And instead of Adam like, no, bitch, you gotta go. I'm straight. No, go ahead, you good. Oh, well, he packing his stuff up. Oh, we good. Grab his kids. Oh, no, we gone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can sit here and do whatever you want. We gone. Instead of him doing that, you know what he did?
What?
Okay, babe, I'll listen to whatever you say. and for that moment over, we lived in sin for life. Nah.
This nigga just made a hood Adam and Eve story. I think that's gonna go viral.
But the crazy shit is, right, when God seen Adam again, you know what he said? He was like, but he told me, he was like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? He like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. He tried to blame it on her. You feel me? Eve did this and blah, blah, blah. He ain't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. You're done. Forever. Now, for you not for doing that, for not listening to me, all baby is born cursed through that. Any woman's womb cursed. They have to return to the Father, which our Heavenly Father, to be saved.
All right, so let's get back on point. So you say, what is the evil's agenda and what is the
Well,
Good
I feel like we
on the spiritual war.
On the spiritual war, I feel like we had a good balance. We was fighting this shit hard as men. You feel me? Cause you feel me? We was fighting this shit hard. But I ain't gonna lie. They been whooping our ass lately, gang.
Shut the fuck up, dude. He said,
the devil been done. The devil been putting pressure on this bitch, bro. No cap.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. This nigga said the devil been applying pressure on
demons, bro. What nigga say? I'm fighting demons.
Nah, fuck all that. Niggas say they fighting demons. They fighting drugs, nigga.
That too.
Fuck out of here. What
the fuck you mean? What you talking about? You fighting demons, nigga? What you think, nigga?
Fighting drugs.
That too.
I'm saying
demons in general.
Oh, you saying demons in the drugs?
Nigga, you fighting demons.
No.
Yes, you are. I'm fighting. We all fighting demons, bro.
I don't believe in that.
Well, not in that sense.
Look.
Not going that deep into it.
No. Look,
we talking about general. We talking about your personal battles. Those are your demons.
I'm gonna say this. This is how this is my viewpoint of this shit. And tell me what you think about it.
Go ahead.
So like, look, I remember I grew up around older people, and then guess what? I was a big Harry Potter fan, right? Kid, right? I was a nerd kid. Boom. I watched Harry Potter and all that shit. Boom. Parents, everybody, they did not want to take me to that shit. I had to go on my motherfucking own, pay for it and everything. I remember the shit. So then, boom, I remember, and then I was like, why y'all not messing with the Harry Potter? It's like, boy, do you think if a demon, that's some demotic shit. Do you think if a demon saw an angel, what you think gonna happen? They gonna fight? And he's
Hell
like,
yeah.
And then you said that?
Hell yeah.
I said that too as a kid, as an ignorant kid. And he's like, see, the devil already winning. The fuck? You see any point in the Bible where they be actually fighting other than the Revelations, which is the ending, but that's the end of the time.
No, but bro, it's only a...
No, time out. He said, do you ever see that? And he's like, nah. Every time you see a demon and angel and they get in the presence of God, guess what happened? They get on one knee. There ain't no fucking fight. They done tricked y'all already. The devil done tricked you already to think that he can fight a fucking angel. That's the trick, nigga. The demons, they can't do shit. Like, even in that scenario, if that scenario ever did happen, a demon and angel, the demon to get on one knee and bow down. Y'all think it's gonna be some fight like that? But that's why on that end.
And you gotta understand, right? I'm not a religious person. I'm not Christianity. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Muslim. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I grew up both sides. My dad's side was Muslims and my mom's side was Christians.
I'm just saying, in the Bible, which a lot of shit copy off that shit.
Yeah.
Every time get in the presence of God, I remember even in the let's go to the I think it's called the tabernacle. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tabernacle, nigga. When they made a spot for God. Nobody can go in that room. If they went in that room, I think they was obliterated in fire or some shit like that. Like where God was at, they made a space for God. They couldn't even go in that fucking room because his presence was just too mighty. No human can go in there. I think only person to go in there was Moses. Maybe Moses, but I think no man could go in there. So, yeah, that's what I'm like. Even hearing that.
Speaking of Moses,
so when niggas say they fighting demons, I be like, no, I ain't fighting no demons. God already won the battle, bitch.
Speaking of Moses, I think I'm like froze Moses, bro. Like, you know.
See, now we on some bullshit.
No, because now this is real.
First you Adam, now you Moses. You finna give me the Moses story, nigga.
No, I think I'm froze Moses. Like, I'm the one to open the floodgates. You feel me? I had a chance to hold the gates. That's why when you asked me about compound. Compound is I had a chance to. I had a chance to hold the floodgates. Or open the floodgates. I had that opportunity. Which one do you think I chose? I closed that motherfucker. It's like, nah.
What the fuck you talking about? I do be thinking about, we talking Bible right now. Moses, that's like one of them niggas to me. Like, he a cold ass.
I'm not really real versed into the Bible, though, guy.
Bro, you want to make him a cold ass nigga? Want to know what made him a cold ass nigga?
What's that?
This the only part that made him a cold ass nigga. He did all that bullshit to save his people, right? To get to the promised land. And then, do you think Moses went into the promised land?
I'm sure he did.
He did not. When we got to the promised land, he led all his people to the promised land. It was just grass flourishing everywhere like that. Oh my goodness, is it a lake? Water? Oh my, we made it. And then boom. And then God told Moses, don't step a foot in the promised land.
Nah, I feel it.
So it's like, yeah, so like, you know what I really internalize that as?
What's that?
The best leaders never receive the fruits of their labor.
Right, and that's what a leader is.
So you know what I mean? That's the thing that made Moses.
You're not a leader if you
coldest nigga.
You're not a leader if they gave you your flowers. If somebody gave you flowers, you wasn't that. No, because most leaders don't receive their flowers or even ever get them.
I don't know about receiving flowers. I'm talking about maybe that some people chase after that shit.
I'm saying in general, most people that are pioneers and stuff don't get their flowers.
I say like Walt Disney,
or anybody.
Walt Disney, Walgreens. These people got stores right now in big billion-dollar business.
Yeah, a lot of people are
died very broke. Died not as rich as they should like today. Not billionaires.
Right. Like a lot of people are self-proclaimed. They didn't. You don't deserve to wear the crown. The crown is given to people. So in order for you to have this crown, in general,
we already talked about this. It's like a leadership position. Like
that's cool, right?
Most leaders but
to wear the crown, right? People have to see you. We have to physically and mentally. We have to see you fall and break, right? The people have to see that. So we never. Yes.
They got to see you fall and break.
Because revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. And that's in a quote of...
This nigga ain't getting bitches. Like, getting bitches, like, you gonna hate me. I feel like you gonna hold me. I feel like I'm gonna be your friend that you gonna hold and I have to put in front of 20 bitches.
Nigga, little square in the carrots on some...
Bro, like, getting pussy is like on my life. I be telling you.
What he say? Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Because people have to see you... If we never seen you fall, we never seen you go through nothing. We never seen you struggle. We never seen you. We never seen you on the battlefield. We never seen you pick up a gun. We never seen you pick up a sword. We never seen you do. You feel me? You're not. You don't. Deserve, and most niggas that got the crown in their hand, and it's like, hold up. We never seen you pay for niggas to get in the club. We never seen you pay for 30 bitches to get in the club and we went broke that night. We didn't see you pay for the bottles when the bottles came to the set. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, hold on, wait. You ain't pay for none of them videos. Oh, wait. So it's like niggas walking around with the crown in their hand, though. That didn't, you feel me? Mm-hmm. What I mean, self-proclaimed.
But that's goofy niggas that give it
to them. No. It's not about somebody giving it to them. Like, because the people can give you that. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the people are goofy. Sometimes we goofy for that. And sometimes we take the crown back from niggas. Like, oh, yeah, you right. We should never. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying, my point is that a lot of people are self-proclaimed. That's why when you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, everybody got their names up, right? Everybody got their name, but nobody was given these names. They gave themselves these names.
What's that shit? I ain't gonna lie. You gonna hate me. I'm listening like a whole bunch of sliders.
A bunch of niggas that gave themselves their name.
I swear to God, it's what's that one thing? I listened to another Wick song. He's like, he said, did somebody tell you it was a demon or did you tell yourself?
Right. I see what you mean. Like, did you tell yourself you was a demon, or did you tell somebody else?
I didn't know I was a demon until my mama told me.
Right. Yeah.
And when I was ducking on that corner with it,
right.
He's like, when you start rapping, so like, I don't know, that was like,
that's why that's why when you ask me about the name of Froze, it kind of, like I said, got different elements to it. That's the element that it had to it that this name was kind of almost given to me because I was HP King for sure. I still got old videos, you know what I'm saying, but. Me becoming my peers started seeing me becoming just like cold hearts and shit, just not giving a fuck. It became that over time. But
what do you think about Kanye West?
Bro.
I heard that nigga gay.
Kanye?
Gay.
I don't know about all that, but
all right, fuck him. Roll the tape.
I don't know about all that.
Time out.
Oh, you probably gonna tell me?
Huh?
Go ahead. Say Kanye gay. I was about to say I want to do like 10 songs with Kanye West right now.
What up?
Don't show me no weird shit, B. Man, what is you showing?
Read the lyrics. Read it.
There's not no official Kanye song.
Stop it. He released it, nigga. He tweeted about it and everything. He said he gave his... I have no reason to lie on this man.
I mean, I don't know. Kanye's a wild guy. He's a wild
boy. He said, I sucked my cousin's dick till he was 14. That's what he said.
Man, hell no, man. No way in hell he said no shit like that. That should have been...
Bro, I'm take my words.
Please. Okay, wait. You telling me Ye said some wild shit? Right
I'm saying he dropped that song. I gave my cousin and he said that. He said until he was 14.
I don't know, man. I really ain't got no comment on that weird shit, though. I ain't gonna lie, because you can't really defend that shit for real.
It ain't defending it. I'm just saying what you think about it. Me,
I tell you, I interviewed LGBT. I don't fuck with that name. I mean,
I still fuck with him. It don't matter.
Man, I don't really know. I don't know the nigga personally like to be on some shit like that. So I don't even fuck with Kanye the character. Like, I don't know about his personal life.
You don't fuck with the character. You fuck with the music.
I fuck with both of them in a way.
So you fuck with.
I don't know what. Nah,
see, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass.
I ain't know that weird shit.
I'm on your ass.
I can't answer for that man on that.
See, I'm on your ass.
I don't know.
See, a lot of people they say I like Kanye West the music.
I can't. I don't know. I know yay. You know, you feel me? That's all I know. You feel me? But
one thing I do want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that.
Go ahead.
I feel like this is a thing. Like I feel like you black, right? You're not Latino, Indian, or some shit like that, are you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you? You black, right?
Go ahead. It's like no.
Why you black?
I'm black, but let me be honest.
See, look, he on some shit.
I'm sorry.
Fake black dude.
I'm sorry, I gotta tell you. I do not fuck with black people, bro. I'm sorry. I said.
Okay, I don't care if you fuck with us now, but you.
I'm telling you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this though. It's the. So basically, a lot of black kids get molested. I feel like it's like a thing. So, boom. What do you have to? I feel like this is like a surge of this shit coming out. And I think it started with that. You know that Kendrick Lamar album he did, The Big Steppers.
Yeah.
You listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it started with that shit, and then I think like Kendrick said, he's like, I feel like a lot of rappers got a secret that they hide. I think that was the secret, and I feel like I love how it's coming out now because I feel like that shit. Like me, I don't know, me being just a raw dude, and I feel like these days, especially, I'm going with my gut these days. You just see it in niggas, like you know what I mean. I feel like some niggas say like. Some niggas that got a chip on their shoulder that walk around always mean all the time, they just touch as kids. Like, that's that aggression. They never got out to their older brother or older uncle. You know what I mean? Older cousin.
I can't really call it, man. I can't really call it on stuff like that. Like, I really don't really like be looking at them, man.
Hell nah, stop it, nigga.
But I know
I feel like it's a treacherous thing too, nigga.
But I know in general, anytime we got girl emotion, it come from a mother. It come from our mothers. That's where anger comes from. It comes from our mothers.
You don't think it's a trench thing though that all this molestation going on?
No, I think no.
Cause
I think when you see somebody mad and angry, he's mad at his mom about something. We just don't know it. Most people are angry at their moms. That's one thing I discovered. Like, most people are angry at their moms.
I don't believe that shit.
What?
I fuck with bitches. And they always be saying that bullshit, and I be like, nah,
bro.
Cause I got kind of like a fucked up life, but it'd be like
most
they
people
always see that shit, and it'd be like
so.
It's none of
do
that
you have anger?
Like, do I got anger? I keep my shit channeled.
Let me ask you. Do you have yes or no? Your anger?
Yeah, I keep it channeled.
So you have anger.
Yes, but I don't like all that splurging shit off. I call it merging, splurging shit off. Like, I'm angry at you right now. If I'm angry at you right now, and I go in the next room and I talk to him, so that shit ain't gonna splurge off to the next fucking room.
So in the Bible, right? God said an angry person is a murderer. An angry person is a murderer.
It's so fucked up. It's fucked up. I get you though.
An angry person is a murderer.
I ain't gonna lie. I think
an angry person is
you gotta understand. But you gotta understand.
An angry person is worse than a lot of shit because that angry person gonna do something about his anger.
But you gotta understand. That's like that don't really hit effect. I'm telling you, I'm just like realizing this shit. Maybe I'm just realizing the shit how I grew up. We got uncles for murder, nigga. Friends. How many of these rappers I'm shooting for is going away for murder? Like that's not like a biggie. Like
a angry person is a murderer, bro. You said you got anger in you. You a murderer. That means you got enough anger in you.
But I feel like we grew up.
You have enough.
Nigga, we grew up in the same space. Like I grew up in the east side, like a little bit away from me.
I did, but I got anger out of me. You feel me? I got anger out of me. I don't.
You gotta be ready to kill, nigga. Like
nah,
you grew up in an environment.
That's protection.
Gotta be ready.
That's called protection, not anger.
It's still murder, nigga. Fuck all that. You think when you get to heaven, they gonna be like, oh nah, you kill.
Oh, God give you got rights to kill. Well, not in that sense.
This nigga is on his Detroit Bible shit. So this Detroit guy that was added to the story. Okay, hold on.
I got these orders especially from guy. He told me you feel me? He came to me personally and told me. That's why I'm the froze guy. You feel me? Because I control the seas. You feel me? I get the word from the guy and then I receive it to the people. That's why I save the people. You feel me? I'm froze Moses, bro. I came back to save the people, gang.
Okay. So you said God gives you the right to kill, and less is protecting.
Oh, protection for sure.
Right.
But he say, love your enemy, though.
So you can love that nigga while you dead.
Yeah, love your enemy, dog. You love your enemy.
Okay,
so that same person,
I'm saying the same way you fucked up, I'm fucked up in a sense. So I'm saying like, like them niggas gonna go for sure. Like I don't know, me in my head when I be hearing about situations and shit like that, I be saying it like it don't matter. Like when they say murder is involved too, I be like, it don't really matter. Just go about it the right way. Like to me, that's not like one of the biggies. The only biggie to me is that child molestation shit. That's the only thing. Like I hate bullies. I hate people that like go after like helpless people, like that try to get over like scammers and shit like that. Like that shit is just like that fucks me up. That's
I feel it.
me. That's the only biggie in my head. That's why I really want to talk about it because that's like one of the things. Like I'm realizing that's crazy, and like I'm not like I'm an antisocial nigga, so I didn't really
Murder is only.
I didn't really talk to niggas, but now as I'm talking to niggas, that's like a big
Murder is
thing.
only justified through self-defense.
Well, I know that. Like in law,
That's why our laws are made off moral principles. See what I'm saying?
Well, I know that, my nigga, but I'm saying on the sense of the Bible and shit, nigga. You talking, and you saying like murder. I feel like that's a thing niggas got though. Niggas got a thing of motherfucking choosing sins that they want to care about and don't want to care about. That's like a problem in the Bible.
I mean, yeah. But in general, though, like you say, like somebody that's angry, so anytime I see but anger comes from our moms for sure. Because I'm gonna tell you what,
bitches gonna hate you on this.
it's okay, they can hate me. That's why I'm pros. They all hate me, but they love me at the same time. It's like a love and hate thing.
Bro, you say so everything bad just come from bitches. Oh my goodness, what?
That's how, if you perceive it like that, that's how you want to get in your feelings and say that.
Hey, nigga, come on.
You want to get in your
Hey, I got no
feelings and say
anger
it.
in me, nigga.
I didn't say it, you said it.
Damn, nigga.
No, but anger do, because you know why? I'm gonna break this down and we can move on. I'm gonna break this down one more time. If our dad wished to be angry, if a man wished to be angry, guess what we gonna call him?
Sassy ass bitch.
A bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And what are we saying? What are we saying? When we call a nigga that's acting angry and acting all, or just in general, he's angry or whatever, what we gonna call him?
Like, you know what I said, emotional ass.
You a bitch. You acting like a female.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel. Because what is that energy? What is that spirit? Where is that spirit coming from? See, because a man, if we see a man acting like that, a man, we expect the man to be, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not angry, not emotional. So where do it come from? Where do that spirit come from? It comes from our mom, because our mom, But
let me say this. I feel like this is where the whole question came from. Let me say this in this way. If somebody's watching this right now, they got a lot of trauma and resentment from like a molestation thing like that. How do you think they can get over that hump?
You got to forgive your parents. That's the point we talking about. You have to forgive your mom for leaving you alone unattended. You know what I'm saying? With this person, or forgive your dad for leaving. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It starts there, because you can't have happiness over here but anger over here. It don't work like that. The same person that molested your mom or killed your dad, you gotta have love for that person. Same way with your brother. God said love your enemies.
All right.
So your mom, your parents, it start there, because
He said, forgive
a lot of people, a lot of it starts at home, and it starts where my mom was at work all the time, and it was different people watching us, or you know what I'm saying? And she couldn't watch us, and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
So you say forgive them?
You forgive your parents. Once you forgive your parents, you forever have peace.
What about that motherfucker?
Huh?
What about that motherfucker that did it?
You gonna forever have peace.
So you say just forgive everybody?
Once you forgive your parents, have you forgave your parents?
Yeah, I did that shit in like high school, 17.
So you forgave your mom and your dad?
Like, I realized that they are people. Yeah, I forgave them. Like,
so you can call your mom and dad, and you feel me, y'all like,
we got like
just
like
right.
Me and my dad, like,
most people can't do that.
Last night about some stupid shit. It's like, you remember that one time he was mad as fuck and he did this and he was a kid?
But yeah, you can call your dad and just,
yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was fucked up.
Once you forgive your parents, because you gotta understand, some dudes grew up hearing their mama getting fucked in the next room. Some niggas heard their dad. Some women grew up hearing their dad having, you know what I'm saying, beating on his wife. Feel me? And just was like, no, I don't want to be like that when I grow. You know what I'm saying? So they resent their parents. People resent their parents. You feel me? Because it starts there.
Hey, you downstairs? All right, I'm finna come down.
Yeah.
All right, but for the rest of the people, so you say it starts there, and then where does it go?
It starts there. And once you forget that, you forever have peace. You can never have, you will always forever, you will be locked into the kingdom of heaven once you do that.
So damn. So
because that's the most. And
so
once
you just saying forget that. I feel like a lot of people got resentment on that person though, like a lot of anger on that person.
you can't have anger once you forgive your parents. Once you have love and peace over here, you forever have love and peace.
That's crazy.
But you start there. You gotta, because most people.
That's a crazy belief because
most people got
fuck the cousin, fuck the uncle.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Fuck the person that did it.
Yeah, that if you don't forgive your mom and dad for whatever they did to you in your lifetime of living, because we all know. And then one time I was talking to this one girl, she was like, "How you know my mom?" And I was like, "Because I get it. You know what I'm saying? We understand. You feel me? People grow up, get daddy getting, you know what I'm saying, or somebody probably grew up with their daddy being gay. You know what I'm saying? So we get it. They have to see that as a kid, and then they like, I don't want it. They resent their parents, and they go out and do straight. That's when you see them being, you know what I'm saying? You see emotions out of people.
Damn, that shit's weird. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of weird.
See, you not thinking big.
I'm not thinking like
you not
weird.
thinking like that. You not thinking.
I have a hard time thinking like a bitch nigga shit. Like I ain't gonna have a lot. Like I have a hard time thinking that shit.
That's
I just think my regular shit. Like you know what I mean?
You
like,
not.
And when they be saying shit to me. I be like, dang. And it's like, yeah. I just want to make sure. No, I just brought my friend with me because I remember this last dude. He did this, and then boom, he wouldn't take me home after.
Right.
He did some bitch shit.
Right.
He did that. I don't think the way bitch niggas do.
But even I remember I was talking to this one girl and she was like, I'm mad at my mama for dying. Like, no, you laughing. Like leaving me out here like, man, I'm like, you gotta forgive your mom, you know what I'm saying? Go to her grave, go give her flowers. This is real shit, bro.
She can't control dying? What the fuck?
This is real shit. This is what people go through, gang.
All right, look. Thank you for coming sliding down to the dark side. Boom.
Let's go.
Froze in here.
Go check out that Tubi movie, man. 2 a.m. man. Go check me from Big Froze _ I am Big Froze HP Compound, man. You know what time it is, man.
I call this dude a friend of the podcast. You can only get that status if I know you for a couple years. You still stay solid.
Salute.
So I fuck with you. Let's get it.
Dark side.